Yo, what up, dude? Good to see y'all. How y'all doing? Super Hideo, dude, hit me with the Thanks for stopping by, dude. It's always good to see you. BMI Caliph, dude. Much love to you as well, dog. Just discovered your music, been jamming hard all day, dude. Thank you so much for jamming. Thanks for checking out my stuff, dude. I appreciate it. I'm glad to hear that you found it and you're like feeling it, you know what I mean? And yeah, dude, for real. Thank you. Good to see you. Yo, Simply Hideo, Zaku with the eyes. What's up? How did so first, how's y'all Sundays going? BMI, Simply Hideo, and the reason why I bring it up because Zaku, didn't you do a show today? At least Tuna Tokyo did the Anaheim Garden Walk or something. And Rabbit, dude, what's up? Groovy the Goat, thank you so much. How you doing, dog? How's your Sunday? But yeah, dude, we got a ton of orders, dude. I'm only gonna stream for 3 hours today just because we have so many that I need to like really lock in. This is all from literally this is from Friday and Saturday, and then we have another 36 since Friday night, essentially, or since Friday night. So we streamed on Thursday, did all the orders, and then Thursday, I guess all day Friday. Yeah, so so it's getting wild. I think everyone got Christmas early or something, and they were like, yo, gotta support Groovy, which I appreciate. Roses, good to see you. Hope you're doing good. I think I replied to you, Roses, about the Kirby art you did. It was super sick. I was super stoked to see your Kirby painting. It looked really good. Also, does the music sound good? I hope it's not like clipping too hard because I've been trying to learn new stuff. But Super Hideo says, pretty chill, did laundry, dishes, and gift wrapping, so definitely productive. What about yours? Hey, thanks, dude. Yeah, so I was supposed to I did go to the gym today, but I was supposed to go with a friend. But they drove out to another city because to go see their crush. They went on like a little date. So pretty much, I had the earpiece in, and I was like, all right, man, here's what you tell her. No, I'm kidding. But no, yeah, he was out there doing that with her. So pretty much my gym buddy, they couldn't go to the gym with me today. So I went to the gym solo. Made some chicken thighs in my Instant Pot. So yeah, pretty much that. Been doing that. But yeah. And real quick, Sushi Ninja, good to see you. Hey, yo. I know I'm skipping around, but just to answer Sushi Ninja's question real quick, the poster hasn't. But I checked on Friday. But I'm gonna check again tomorrow when I drop off all the orders. So I'll let you know. On Tuesday, I'll let you know. But yeah, thanks again for sending it, Sushi Ninja. I appreciate it. But yeah, and then Roses and Simply Dale say, oh wow, with all the orders. Yeah, so we're getting through it. I even pre-signed a lot of them already. Like I wrote the notes out and everything just because I'm like, we're gonna have to go. You know what I mean? But yeah, Zaku says, working sound for Taste of Japan right now with the team on, with the stream on. Dude, thanks for popping through even while you're working. That's so sick. And then Super Hideo says, music's good, I believe. Yeah, dude, I mean, I would hope so with all these orders. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I get the joke. Hey, Roses said, you did reply. Thank you. Yeah, of course. Yeah, thanks for sending it. It was cool to see it. Yeah, in fact, you gave me a really good idea because one thing is, I don't know, as I'm getting older and I'm trying to save money sometimes, I want to hang out with my friends and stuff. And I just don't really know what to do sometimes because I just don't really feel like playing games no more and stuff like that. So I think I might start doing a thing where it's like, hey, can we all just come over and do arts and crafts or something? So yeah, you know what I mean? So I mean, the fact that you do that with your buddies Roses was like really good inspiration for my own friends. So thank you. And Rabbit says, getting a knockout too, the pocket operator knockout. Oh, I mean, not pocket operator, but the Teenage Engineering knockout 2 for Christmas. That's gonna be super sick, dude. For y'all that don't know, so Rabbit, they just said on Instagram, pretty much it's like an NPC, if you're familiar, like the thing that Jay Dilla would use, or like MF Doom would use. Like pretty much it's like a beat pad thing you've probably seen like on somewhere if you've like listened, like seen a live hip hop anything producer. So Teenage Engineering is like I think it's a German company, and they make essentially like a NPC kind of device, but it's a lot more accessible for newcomers, and it's pretty cool. So Rabbit says they're getting one for Christmas. So dude, that's super sick. I would be hyped too. That's so dope. So yeah, that's dope, Rabbit. What am I getting for this person? Okay, Anthony's getting a bunch of stuff. Rosa says, yeah, arts and crafts are nice. I've done a lot of things thanks to them I didn't expect to do. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, that's awesome. Yeah, that's super cool. I'm glad to hear that your friends are getting you to be more creative and stuff like that. That's so cool. Yeah. Shouts out to all the friends out there that are getting us out of our comfort zone and trying new things and having a good old time. Yeah, I was telling my, what's it called? I was talking to a buddy of mine. Oh, Newport. Oh, I forgot to... I asked Newport if they were going to come hang out on the stream today. I saw them last night, but I forgot to bring up the VR thing they wanted to do with the stream. Oh, yeah, Jermaine. I just looked at the bright light. So yeah, Jermaine is eating. But yeah, this is Jermaine update. Since we're, all the regulars are here already, it looks like. Jermaine's doing really good. Some more leaves fell off, but I think it's because I snipped them to like kind of clean up, but the rest of the leaves are looking like really healthy. So I think Jermaine likes all the new changes. So we'll see if the test of time works out. But yeah, Jermaine's looking good. And let me mist them down and go ahead and turn off this light so we can all see Jermaine in their full glory. But yeah, real homies for sure, dude. Is the stream doing good? Yeah, stream's doing good. Okay, cool. Internet's working. Who would have thought? So I gotta grab an air freshener for Anthony. I'll grab one because I'm starting to run out. And I won't be able to order more. These are like, how many do I have left? I have I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10. I probably should put that on the website right now before I sell 11 and I'm like, oh no. You know what I mean? I'll probably put in 9 just in case. But Rosa says, as long as there's one leaf is standing, there's still a chance, but good to hear Jermaine as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's been like my philosophy with plants too. It's like, as long, you know what I mean? Like, they're kind of resilient. I mean, they kind of have to be by just standing around all day. Oh yeah, products. And Zaku says, I'm looping the Jeopardy jingle right now because we're playing a live game show. Oh, sick. That sounds fun. What's the live game show, Zaku? If you, I mean, you're working. I don't want to like ask you too many questions, but I mean, unless you got a lot to say. But what's it called? Is it like guess the city pop artist or something? That'd be kind of cool. And yo, Rod Mooney, dude, what up? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing, dog? And Zaku says basically Jeopardy. Okay, cool. That's what's up. Maybe I have more. Why do I have so many? Huh? Do I have more air fresheners? I don't think so. Unless I might have some in my my live bag, but I don't want to touch that. And Roses says, if I see you live, I'll be back. Take care, everyone. Have fun. Thanks, Roses. I appreciate you stopping by and just saying hi. I hope you have a good Sunday. And yeah, get you around probably on Tuesday. If you're free on Tuesday. Save. Cool. And Run Mooney says, I'm great. Did some Christmas shopping. Hey, that's what's up, dude. Yeah, I went to the mall yesterday to catch up with a buddy. Or I catch up with Newport. And they were doing the same thing. They were doing some Christmas shopping. We met up at a Lush, and that was really cool. And they got a bunch of free samples. Because I guess like they knew the Lush person. And they were just like chopping it up. And I felt a little bad because I could tell like they wanted to leave, but Newport was just like, no, like this is so cool. Like, thank you for hooking me up so much. And she was like, oh yeah, anytime. So I gotta, and he's like, no, but like, tell me about your life. It was adorable. Sick. All right, so they need a CD. But yeah, how's your Sunday, Run Mooney? Oh, you already asked you. You said you did your Christmas shopping. My bad. I'm glad to hear, dude. Okay, let me see. Let me see what we're talking about. Oh, Skyer, what up? Yo, what up? Good to see you, Skyer. I listened to your tunes, dude. I think, yeah. I forgot if I found the time to reply or not, but because, I had to put them on in the background. But I did listen to them. They were sick, dude. I said one of them, I forgot what I said, but one of them sounded like Undertale. It was like ambient music, but like one of them was like a more like spooky one, if I had like better words. It held around me like the Undertale soundtrack, which is like one of my favorite soundtracks. So I was like, yo, this is schmacking, dude. Yeah, Skyer makes dope music, in case anyone was curious. If you like ambient especially. Oh yeah. And Sky, you were there when I told the buddy about the story about my buddy who listens to ambient now because they were like, "Nah, man, I'm tired of listening to drums, dude. I don't like drums in my music anymore." And I was like, "What?" So I gotta send them your stuff, dude. I can give them some of the baby stickers. Y'all ever call like small stuff baby stuff? Like, for example, I got these like little tiny stickers. You can't even see them because yeah, that's how small they are. You can't even see them if I hold them up over here. But I call them the baby stickers, even though they're just describing the size of them. But I hope that makes sense. And I want to make sure I don't run out of these stickers. So let me make sure someone else gets one of those. What should I give them? I'll give them one of these. A little bit of that, a little bit of this. There we go. But Super Hideo says, "Hey, that's what's up." Yeah, dude. Sky's dope. And all right, cool. So we got all that, and then now I think we just got to go ahead and put this all together, dude. Who would have thought? Oh, Run Mooney. So Run Mooney says, "I like to say fun size, like candy." Yeah, I'm gonna start calling them the fun size sticker, dude. That's I never thought of that. Yeah, fun size is like perfect. I love that. But yeah, sick. Okay, what do I want to tell y'all? I guess I could talk about the title of the stream, right? I know we're kind of like everyone joined. I'm drinking my Shaq juice, I call it. It's like Shaq the basketball player. I call it that because it's like just a random like pre-workout, but I found out like Shaq's an investor. It's supposed to be like a healthier pre-workout or something. So it's pretty much just like juice with caffeine in it. But because Shaq's an investor, I'm like, oh, Shaq juice, dude. Gotta get my Shaq juice. Which purposely sounds kind of funny. I know I'm walking in circles because I'm kind of lost with how much stuff is in this order. Actually, I should be signing the vinyl first before I get too excited because I'm gonna end up messing up and then not signing the vinyl and I'm gonna be mad. But yeah, let me explain the what's it called? The title of the stream. So, all right, this is gonna be super mega fun. It's one of my favorite stories to tell. So my buddy from high school, the one that got me into like what's it called? In fact, let me tell it right here. I gotta tell this right here. So I have a buddy in high school, his name was Ben. They like got me into anime and Magic the Gathering when I was in high school. But anyways, as we grew up, they ended up having like kids really young and they ended up like working at Walmart for a little bit. And while they're working at Walmart, they had an employee, I mean not employee, they had a coworker that they worked with. And the coworker was like, "Oh, like, you know, we're about to go on our lunch break, like, you know, yada yada yada. Like, I'm gonna go over like the, you know, the frozen, or not the frozen section, but like the refrigerated section to get my meal." And he's like, "All right, cool." So he goes, you know, he gets his usual like sandwich and something else, like a little like, you know, a drink of water. And he goes over to his coworker and he just has a gallon of chocolate milk. And he's like, "Dude, you can't just drink chocolate milk for lunch." And he was like, "Nah, dude, you gotta get the chocolate milk." And he's like, "How come?" And he like shows him the bottle and he was like, "What does it say on the ingredients?" And it said only 99% chocolate. And he was like, "You know what that means? This chocolate milk is only 1% milk, baby. Yeah." So that's what they won't tell you about chocolate milk, is that some chocolate milk is only 1% milk because it's 99% chocolate. I think I messed up the joke. I think it said 1% milk on the bottle, and then because of that, he assumed it was 99% chocolate. But it's okay. You get the joke. But Skyr says, "Never understood the point of fun size candy. Like you take one bite and the fun's over. A whole bar lasts at least 2 or 3 bites." You know, Sky, I think I kind of like it. I think it's for me because I'm like kind of paranoid when it comes to like sugar with my teeth. Because like I've had so much like dentist stuff growing up, and that I'm just like, dude, like I want like sometimes I want candy, but sometimes I want candy and I just end up messing, like, you know what I mean. But I don't want the whole bar because I'm like, that's too much sugar. So I like a little fun size Tootsie Roll every once in a while, you know what I mean. So yeah. I said, Dale, oh yeah, wait, I was about to say it might have been 1% milk. Yeah, my bad. I ruined the joke, dude. I ruined it. I got so hyped. It's because I wrote down in my notes 99% chocolate milk, and I forgot to flip it. I haven't told that story in a while. That's okay. You get the joke. But yo, Eli, dude, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. No worries for missing a couple streams. I mean, it's all chilling. It's more just for hanging out. You know what I mean? If you're free, you're free. You know what I mean? But otherwise, like, we just hanging out. I'm super chill. I'm just good to see you, Eli. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. And Skyr says, when it comes to candy, the regret after eating the candy is the best part. All right, I can see you there. But I don't know. Even when I went to the dentist last, they were like, "Your teeth is in really good condition." You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just I don't know. It's for some reason I'm like traumatized. But the last time I went to the dentist, I mean, it wasn't that bad. But I know one of my one dentist I had. I remember being a kid, and the dentist, like, for some reason, the syringe for like to numb your mouth. For some reason, the needle they had was like an anime-sized, gigantic, like, I need 2 arms to like inject your gums. But I think it was like a tiny syringe, but they had like a syringe holder that looked huge. So I was a kid and I was like, oh hell no, did you not putting that in my mouth? Are you crazy? They're like, no, it's actually kind of small. And I was already so traumatized. So because of that, I got traumatic childhood dentist experiences. But it's okay now. Oh my god, the dentist is kind of good now. I just kind of fall asleep low key. I'm not gonna lie. Let's look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5 of that. We need 2 Radical Reptiles and Groovy Kaiju. Alright, cool. And Simply Dale says, nah, I would have thought your friend thought they were drinking straight chocolate with a hint of milk. No, that's what that's the joke the guy was trying to make, was that, like, because it's 1% milk, it must be 99% chocolate if the item is called chocolate milk. You know what I mean? But I messed up the joke, dude. I completely fudged the joke. You get the pun? Fudge the joke? I'm sorry. But yeah. Because it was kind of, it was like great value chocolate milk, so it was kind of making fun of the fact that, like, great value. It's only 1% milk, but it's called chocolate milk. So I'm like, what the? Yeah. You need to leave. Yeah. But yo, now legal, dude. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing, dog? Anything? How's your Sunday? Simply do. You need to leave. Have you seen the one where the guy's like crashing out? And like the guy just keeps saying it over and over, and for some reason the guy just crashes out like 10 times harder. And he got into a car accident or something. He's like, you need to leave. He's like, stop saying that. You need to leave. And he says it like in the most annoying possible voice. It's hilarious. But now Legal just got home from a Christmas party. That's what's up, dude. Was there good food at the Christmas party? I forgot to eat before this, so I said I'm only gonna stream for 3 hours today because I'm gonna eat food instantly after this. So I'm already kind of hungry. I already know. Now Legal says, indeed there was. That's what's up. Oh, tamales, dude. I might do the same thing after. I'm not gonna lie. I have some like Costco tamales, which probably, I mean, I know it compels in comparison to whatever tamales you just had. I bet yours were amazing. And yo, Funkhauser, dude. Howdy, dude. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? It's been a while, dude. How you doing? I just saw Newport last night, Funkhauser, because I know you also know Newport. But yeah. All right, cool. So we got Moving the Galaxy, and Funkhauser says, "Oh no way, how's Newport doing?" So if just in case y'all don't know, Newport is like they make like vaporwave stuff. They do a lot of stuff in like low key in the furry community. And like a lot of what's it called? Just a lot of different like visual arts and stuff. Like they want to start like a signal wave project and stuff like that. This is like a really, really amazing creative, but they're kind of low key. Like visuals, like they VJ as well. Yeah, but they're doing good. Yeah, they just got back from Chicago. They did a little like thing out there. They were part of some like fashion walk out there. So yeah, Newport's doing good. Saw them last night. We hung out at round 1. That's another thing too about Newport. Newport's always fitted, dude. Like I literally don't know anyone else that has better fits than Newport. It's like kind of like crazy how good they are at making good fits. That's like one thing I gotta like work on my. I don't know. I kind of want to work on my fashion game, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, I don't know. I feel like I got it going on. The thing, I mean, maybe it's a good thing or a bad thing, but what's it called? And out here in Arizona, I'm like the only guy that wears tie-dye. Like the only guy. Like I haven't seen a single other person wear tie-dye. I'll like be like, you know, I don't know, yeah. So either it's like bad because it's like, bro, why are you wearing tie-dye? Or it's good because it's like, dang, you're the only guy wearing tie-dye. Let's go. Yeah, you know what I mean? But Funkhauser says, I just made some bomb-ass home-fried battered shrimps. Hey, that's sick. That sounds hella good, dude. I'm trying to eat more shrimp. It's like great protein. And Newport's Halloween costume was nuts. Oh yeah? I don't think I saw it. But sick. Actually, no, I was there. No, I mean, duh, I was there, Funkhauser. Yeah, they were like the clown jester. That was super sick. Oh. Sick. And Simply Hideo says, you're the tie-dye guy. Hey, thank you, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, I've always like worn tie-dye, even like throughout high school and stuff. Like I've always liked tie-dye. I think this is my grandma. My grandma low-key is like kind of like a certified hippie. I'm not gonna lie. Like she, like I don't know, like for example, my grandma's not watching this. So she started watching, so she's like, I don't know, she's really into like dream catchers, and like she wears a lot of like feather earrings and stuff. It's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of cultural appropriation. I ain't gonna lie to you, but you know, she's old, so she didn't have that back then. But every once in a while, I'm like, hey grandma, I don't know about, you know what I mean? But anyways, so she's really into like dream catchers and stuff like that. And for like Christmas, like I don't know, I remember one Christmas I bought her like the most like stereotypical blanket of a bunch of like, you know, horses just running through like a puddle. And she started crying because she was like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? She's like total like horse girl energy. Anyways, so she started watching football with my baby brother because my baby brother's hella into like Eagles, like the football team. So I found an image of an eagle flying through a dream catcher, and I'm like, she's gonna cry again. Because she's like just that kind of hippie, you know what I mean? But Funkhauser says, you were there. Yeah, no, I forgot. I bet you meant like another like Halloween or something. But yeah, they had like the clown jester, like all denim look. It was super sick. Because I'll be honest with you, Funkhauser, for some reason, I was thinking like they might have, like, you know, I don't know. I was thinking like, do they have like an elaborate like fursuit costume or something? And I was like trying to think like, did that happen? I was like, wait a minute, no, I was there. But Ren Mooney says, since candy was mentioned, I brought up some peanut butter fudge and Buckeyes to set up my snack. Oh, that sounds super. What's Buckeyes, Ren Mooney? But that sounds like a pretty good snack though. I appreciate me some peanut butter. That's for sure. And Funkhauser says, that was a fun stream. Yeah, it was a really fun stream. I want to hang out with Uncle Joe more. Honestly, I'm like a really big fan of Uncle Joe. I love Uncle Joe so much. But I don't know. I probably should hit them up more often or something. But I don't know. I don't know, Funkhauser. Thank you for bringing it up, Funkhauser. Maybe I'll like DM them or something. It's like one of those situations where it's like, we should be friends. Or I want to be friends, but I don't know how to like say that. You know what I mean? Because like thankfully we're both in the state where we can both do our creative thing full time. Well, I'm scraping by, but they actually do their creative thing full time. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure you must get bored. You know what I mean? So I'm like, we can both be fun employed together, right? I don't know. I gotta figure it out. It's one of those situations. You know, you want to be friends with somebody. I'm sure y'all know, but like when you want to be friends with somebody and you think logically it would make sense if y'all are friends, but like you don't quite know how to like put that energy out there, you know what I mean? Which is kind of rare for me because I'm really good at making friends with people, but I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know. But yeah, and even like my buddy Newport is good friends with them, and Newport's been like, oh yeah, like, you know, yada yada. So I don't know. You just gotta talk to him. I'm like, what? I'll figure it out. But speaking of Walmart, my whole family's worked at Walmart. Like my mom's worked at Walmart. Like the only two people that haven't worked at Walmart in my life are my little brother, and that's it. Like my aunts, uncles, my whole family's worked at Walmart at some point. My grandma. That's kind of crazy. It's probably why I couldn't tell that story to get correctly, because I got that Walmart employee brain genetically. Which, if you work at Walmart, I mean, it's self-deprecating. Is that mean to say that? If I'm including myself, I mean, it's not that bad. You know what I'm trying to say. After I said it, I was like, wait a minute. Wait, hold up. But Red Mooney says, Buckeyes are homemade candy meant to look like the Buckeye nut. It's peanut butter that's mixed with powdered sugar to make it sort of doughy and covered in chocolate. Oh, Red Mooney, that sounds hella good, dude. I've never had that. I ain't never had that. That sounds dank. I love powdered sugar. I remember there's a little bit where I was trying to make like funnel cakes, like learn how to make them, and I just bought a bunch of powdered sugar. I think I still have it, funnily enough. But dude, that sounds hella good. I want to buy some on Amazon or something, Red Mooney. Or maybe, I don't know. Whoever sells Buckeyes. That sounds dank. Thanks for putting me on, dude. I appreciate it. And Simply Deo says, yeah, like you meet somebody, hit it off, and then become hesitant to interact again because you don't know if that interaction will be the same as the last. Yeah, true. Well, yeah, literally, now you say it like that. Yeah, exactly. Because like pretty much I've only ever interacted with this guy like 2 times. The first time was it was kind of funny because so like Uncle Joe, I mean, I think I've rated them once, but they're also local to Phoenix. They're really good friends with my friend. I mean, this is weird. If they join, they're gonna be like, why are you talking about wanting to be my friend? I don't know, fuck it. We're already here. But yeah, so they're like also like a content creator, but they also stream. I rated them once, but I heard about them the first time because my buddy Frank was like really cool with them because like Uncle Joe, DJs a lot. So Frank knew him. And then my buddy Newport knows him now. So like literally everyone around me is like, oh yeah, Uncle Joe's the homie. And I'm like the one person that's like, I've talked to him a couple times and I want to hang out with him. I just haven't. But anyways, the first time I actually met him in person after like following him for a long time because all my friends knew him, it was at a Tech Deck event, funnily enough, because he was emceeing it. And what's it called? And we talked for like maybe like 5 minutes and I was trying to be cool, you know what I mean? Which kind of, I don't know. I usually don't try to be cool, but that was the first time I was like, oh shit, it's Uncle Joe. I gotta be cool. You know what I mean? And we started talking about skateboarding. And like, he doesn't skate because he was like, oh, I'm too big to skate. And I was like, hey man, big skaters kind of be putting it down sometimes. I was like telling him about Jamie Foy and stuff like that. And it was funny though, because here's another story. But real quick, Run Mooney says, gotta get some. It's very dank. There's tons of recipes too. Very easy to make and easy to interchange ingredients. Sick, Run Mooney. Thank you for letting me know. What's it called? I rewatch all the VODs, so I'm saying this right now just so when I rewatch it, future me will go ahead and look up what Buckeyes are and then order some. So thank you, Run Mooney. So I'll probably order some Monday when I rewatch this. And Simply Hideo says, yep, you did. Raid Uncle Joe and someone gifted me a sub too. Hey, let's go. That's sick. Yeah, I think they're playing Arc Raiders. But the funny story I told Uncle Joe was that back when I was skating, like I think it was like right after high school. But after high school, dude, I used to skate like every day, like all day long, like 4 hours a day every day. So it's like, I didn't have a car, so I would just skate around my entire city. So like looking back on it, it's like an insane amount of cardio. So dude, I was like super, super skinny, right? And then, oh, Adam!
New merch order from Adam.
Thank you, Adam! So I was super skinny, and then after college started, I got the freshman 15. And so I remember I was skating back home, and there was this one guy that was a little bit like, on the heavier side, but he was shredding. And he pulls up next to me on a skateboard, he like skates around, he's like, skirt. And he's just like, yeah, man, like big skaters like us gotta like, work harder for these tricks. And I looked at him and I was like, Don't include me in your body shaming. You know what I mean? Like, hey, whoa. Basically, it's like us. Whoa, hold up. You know what I mean? I was like, hey, man, that was uncalled for. And like, I appreciate you wanting to like relate to me, but damn, dude, you don't have to call me out like that. Jesus, man. So I told Uncle Joe that story, and he was like, "Yo," you know what I mean? And then he went to go MC again, and so that was the only one time I interacted with him. There's only one other time. Oh, and Funkauser says, I saw a live stream Uncle Joe did at some bar where he was singing karaoke and stuff. I don't remember the name of the club, but it looked chill. Funnily enough, the story I just told Funkauser was actually at the same club. It's called Stardust Club, and that club is super sick. Dude, they have like a cool like rainbow tile floor. It looks like a DDR game level, honestly. Yeah, it's a really cool bar. They have they have a bunch of pinball machines. Next time you're out here, Funkhauser, we'll have to go visit. Cause like it's a really cool place. I think you'd be stoked on it. Like knowing who you are and stuff. What's it called? So yeah, and then the only other time, I guess the second time I realized Uncle Joe reached out. Uncle Joe reached out to me once, where he DM'd me and it was like, "Yo, man, Alien Party's super sick." But because y'all know my DMs are all like wild, I never saw it. So it was like months went by, and I was like, "No, Uncle Joe, I'm so sorry. I didn't see this DM. It's in my bio, bro. Please don't hate me. I want to be your friend so bad." So I DM'd him. I didn't say all that, but yeah, I did apologize, and I was like, "Bro, I'm glad that you like it. Like yada yada, X, Y, and Z." And then the only other time I hung out with Uncle Joe was for Halloween. Funkhauser was talking about it. Uncle Joe streams too, and he had me on his stream to come visit, and it was sick. It was a super fun time, but because we were like, streaming, we didn't get time to like actually talk. But at the end of it all, he was like, "Yo, man, like pull up whenever, bro. Like you're chill as hell, bro. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? X, Y, and Z." And he was like, "All right, man, I'll catch you around." And like, that's all. But we never got to like be like, "Yo, man, like, what are you about? How's your relationship with your mother?" You know, stuff like that. Like those kinds of questions I like to ask people. So yeah, we're like acquaintances, but I'm like, dude, I'm trying to kick it, bro. I'm trying to kick it. So yeah, I don't know. That's my long story about this one particular person. I'm like, I'm trying to hang out. I'm trying to party. You know what I mean? So yeah, well, maybe it'll happen. Anyways, so everyone works in my family, works at Walmart. Hopefully James pops up because, like, I mean, Simply There, you were there, but James, remember they were talking about like the John Hamm meme? And what's it called? Like the John Hamm, I don't know, we get so pretty much someone like James usually comes up in the chat too. They might later. But it's like a meme where essentially like people, like something good will happen to someone, they'll like close their eyes and it like the video transforms into John Hamm, the actor, like dancing at the club, just like, yeah, you know what I mean? So because James from chat sent me like one over DM, now my Instagram Reels is just all that. It's just constantly that same meme. And it's a good meme though. It's a hella good meme. I like it. So shouts out to James if you watch. Well, I mean, James watched the VODs actually. So James, when you watch this VOD, thank you. I've been getting all kinds of good ones. One I saw just today was a wife, and she was like, when your husband team gets knocked out of the playoffs, so you get to hang out with them again. And as soon as he's like, "No, you lost the ball," it zooms in on her face, and she does the transformation, so she's just like, chill at the club, like secretly really happy that his team lost. But Funkhauser says, "You guys got anything going on for New Year's?" Newport was asking the exact same thing. I think Newport said they want to hit up Uncle Joe. And I know I was just talking to them about forever, but yeah, I think Newport says they want to hit up Uncle Joe to see what they're doing. So yeah, as of right now, I don't have any big plans. I still gotta figure out what I'm doing for Christmas, dude, honestly. Because all my family's back in California, but I'm gonna stay out here with what's it called? My girlfriend's family. They just live down the street. But I don't know if there's like a bigger plan. I've been trying to talk to her about it. She's like, "I don't know, I'm working." I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, I guess we will find out." Run Mooney says, "I may be going to a bar with some DJs for New Year's Eve. Touch tunes ain't enough." Hey, I feel you on that. Yeah, honestly, New Year's shows are a lot of fun, dude. They're hella fun. That's sick, dude. And Simply Hideo also replies to Funkhauser. Simply Hideo says they might use their PTO to get the whole week off and just vibe into the new year. Honestly, that's a great way to do it. Honestly, dude. That sounds like a plan to me. I would say do it. Why not? Especially because, I don't know, I feel like the beginning of the year is like a cool time to like, you know, if you have any New Year's resolutions, get that started. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know, it's just a good time to like decompress, really. They've been doing that since the ancient times too. I looked into that once, so like every civilization of all time has had some kind of like end of the year celebration, no matter like what background you're from. So, you know, it's just a human nature thing, dude. Oh yeah, but New Year's, like, for real quick, remember, like you were saying about going to DJs? I know in LA, Yoitoki's gonna have St. Pepsi playing on New Year's, and I'm like, dude, if I still lived in LA, I love St. Pepsi, dude. I would cry. Especially because, thankfully, at a certain point, I mean, I'm really cool with the Yoitoki people, and usually they're like, oh, Groovy, like, you know, like, you can, like, guest list, and like, I tell them no, because I'm like, dude, no, I want to support what you guys are doing, like, don't worry about it. But, you know, I don't know, not to be, like, holier than thou or anything, but, like, you know what I mean? But that's the one time I'd be like, Samuel, please, let me have guest list and go backstage, please. You know what I mean? I need to hang out with St. Pepsi, please. Oh, now I sound like I'm fiending right now. My bad. This is the Groovy Kaiju admits that they're fiending to hang out with all these different people stream. But Red Moody says, for Christmas, me and my partner are gonna bake all day and binge watch movies. Oh, that sounds so sick, dude. What movies? I low-key, I'm gonna tell my partner we need to watch The Grinch, low-key. The Jim Carrey Grinch. That's like one of my favorite movies of all time. Super random, but I was watching this is so random, but I was watching an interview with Ariana Grande, and I found out her like first username on the internet ever was Jim Carrey fan, like 420 or something. Like, not 420, but like 25, I think. And I was like, what the heck? That's such a wholesome username. But Brun Mooney says, sick, I would need to check out St. Pepsi. I need to check out St. Pepsi. I feel uncultured. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, you don't have to feel uncultured, but dude, just go on YouTube, look up St. Pepsi hit vibes, and I promise it's gonna change your life, dude. I promise. It's only like a 30-minute album too, but just the whole setup of it is like such a like late 80s like celebration of like late 80s like sound, dude. It's, I don't know, dude. It's, when you hear it, you're gonna be like, this is the greatest thing ever made of all time. And Simply Deo says would be sick. I know, dude. And I would love just seeing that clip appear in December the Grinch one. I was trying to remember what that was. Yeah, we like the Grinch they have for Universal Studios. Okay, that's perfect. But Simply Hideo says for St. Pepsi, Hit Vibes is a very good start at hearing what he's done. And then for Chill, Empire Building. Oh, I agree. Yeah, I also like World Tour a lot, Simply Hideo. And you go check out their newer stuff too, Red Mooney, Skylar Spence, Prom King. I don't think St. Pepsi makes bad. Like, there is no bad St. Pepsi. I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. Everything they make is like a gift. A gift given, you know what I mean? They have a gift. It is very clear they are blessing us with their gift. If that makes sense. But Red Mooney says, OG Grinch, that you mentioned, it's tradition. She's been getting me more into horror, probably that. And what's it called? And the new Stranger Things chapter, since every episode is basically a movie. True. Yeah, no, for real on the Stranger Things. But nice, get into horror, dude. I wish I could. I get too scared. But I bet there must be some hella good, like, you know, scary Christmas movies. Or you can watch The Nightmare Before Christmas, but I know that's not necessarily like a scary, you know, it's not really horror, but is it horror? I don't know. But Super Hideo says Prom King is just one of those musts. Yeah, Prom King's hella good. remember when it was coming out, I learned like the bass line to Fiona Coin, and my NetNavi played, still plays guitar, and NetNavi and I would just like jam on playing the beat to what's it called, Fiona Coin together, because I had like an acoustic bass and an acoustic guitar. It was a lot of fun. Just being in college, playing our niche internet music on actual instruments. Yeah, NetNavi said they're down to come on the stream too. I asked them for Tuesday, so we'll see if they're free Tuesday. Which I know is kind of, I mean, because they don't live far from their family or anything, so they'll just be chilling, I think. But we'll see. They might be busy, but if not, Tuesday NetNavi might join, and you can see us interact. See what how long we've been friends for. You can see what like 12 years of friendship looks like. And let's talk about like their music. I'll probably ask them to like list off some bands. Like NetNavi is like so hipster, dude, that I remember once in college he was listening to some like obscure like Midwest band and it had 0 views on YouTube, and he was like, bro, not even the band listened to it. That's how obscure it is. And it was like up for 6 months, so like they uploaded it and just they themselves never listened to their own song. That's how obscure the music was. It was like, damn, dude. The song was good, I'm not gonna lie, the song wasn't bad. But Ramuni says, I get scared to my extent of horror was FNAF and Goosebumps Lamau. She started me on everything Stephen King thus far. Okay, sick. Yeah, dude, honestly, even FNAF is too scary for me, dog. I'm not gonna I know it's really bad, but I just don't like jump scares, dude. It scares me. So yeah. But that's cool. Stephen King, yeah, Stephen King they're like a legend, right? They're like the OG. That's sick, Run Mooney. But yeah, I can't handle motherfucking jump scares at all. But what's it called? Also, did y'all see the... Yeah, simply Dale, I can't do jump scares either. Yeah, dude, thank you. I'm also the kind of person, dude, where like, I don't know, if I get too scared, I'll just start punching stuff, dude. Which I almost like punched the guy in the escape room once, because like they had like an actual guy like leading it, and like part of the escape room is at the very end. They come in and scare you. Oh, dude. And the thing that was bad too is I was holding a heavy object, and I was like, dude, I was like, literally like my reaction time was like slightly better, I might have been in jail, dude. You know what I mean? Because they didn't warn us they were going to scare us at the very end. Like every escape room I do, I always start the escape room. They're like, do you have any questions? I'm like, is it scary? And they're like, no, it's not scary. I'm like, okay, cool. I was asking that exact same tone of voice too, just to make it kind of funny. While also being like, no, but for real, is it scary? But Ramuni says, Markiplier definitely helps on making it more funny than anything. Oh, okay, then sick, yeah. Yeah, that's the weird thing. I agree, because I had a partner at some point too that was also super into Markiplier. I don't know if yours is Ramuni, but yeah, at some point I dated someone who was like a huge Markiplier fan, and she would just have me watch like Markiplier Let's Plays with her. That was like her comfort video, essentially. And yeah, like if Markiplier is playing a horror game, I can handle it, because I think I'm like one step removed from like the horror. But yeah. Yo, Bregnar, dude, what's up? That's the homie, dude. We grew up together. But Damien said he lost the game. Damn, dude. Tell him to go find him. I saw him. He was on an interview with Shannon Sharp recently. You mean the game, the rapper, right? But Suedeo says would have been valid. Yeah, dude. You know what I mean? I almost had to do it, man. Almost had to. Just out of fear. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay, this is Anthony. I almost forgot to put Anthony's thing in there. That was everything, right? Boop, 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 boop. Yep, that's everything. All right. So, Run Mooney says, oh, dude, my brain doesn't work fast enough. Oh wait, real quick. Blind Regnar real quick. It is Davian. Hope all is well, dude. Good to see you, dog. Honestly, you be posting the funniest memes on Instagram, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love all like the memes you post, Damien. But yeah, pull up, dog. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona now, by the way. If you're ever in Phoenix, let me know. Cause yeah, if you pull up, please let me know. In fact, Damien, if you're still here, Trey moved out here too. So it's like me, Trey, skate all the time out here. Even if you're not skating anymore, like, you know, we can all hang out and stuff. Yeah, Matt, love you too, dog. Thanks for stopping by. But run Moody real quick. Oh, dude, my brain doesn't work fast enough to escape rooms. It's so overstimulating. I could do the most extreme roller coaster, but put me in an escape room and I'm folding. Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel you on that, because it is like, I don't know. Like the time pressure is kind of like, oh shit, I gotta figure this out. That and they do like kind of like fill them up with all kinds of like different things. I could totally see that. Yeah, thankfully I'm not too bad at them. But it definitely is like a the makes you know what I mean? It's not the most chill experience. Like I'm never the one that's like, oh, I'm trying to go to an escape room, but if like someone else mentions it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm down. That makes sense. So yeah. But yeah, what's also sick is I don't know if y'all saw, but apparently Sonic the Hedgehog has like a Fall Guys kind of video game. I don't know if y'all knew that. It's called Sonic Rumble. Not sponsored, but I found out, not sponsored again, dude, they added Godzilla to a Sonic the Hedgehog game technically. So I'm like, oh shit, my two interests came together. So now you can play as Godzilla in Sonic Rumble. And I was like, holy shit, and the trailer looks so cool. I was like, what? I was like, what? I was like, what? Oh, I forgot to even measure that. So that was super sick. And I follow a lot of like, interestingly, because of everything I do, I'm like in the rabbit hole of like all the random, there's like a handful of us of like Godzilla content creators, I guess you could call it. And like there's Pirate Princess Jessica. There's another one named like Damien Goji, I think. There's Mr. Goji, who I feel kind of bad, but I hit him up and I was like, hey man, you're using my logo, which, you know, I don't really mind too much, but like because they're growing, I'm like, I don't want anyone to think I'm you, and then Toho hit me up like, why are you posting these Godzilla memes? I'm like, that's not me, dude. You know what I mean? So I kind of asked them, I was like, hey man, could you use your own logo? you're growing pretty big, and like, I don't want people to think that you're me and I'm you. You know what I mean? But they never responded. But yeah, on like Mewling T, like the Godzilla cosplayer, who were all of us on my whole feed was just all my fellow peers in the Godzilla community, I guess, just like, oh shit, Sonic the Hedgehog and Godzilla, they know us so well. So yeah, that was pretty cool. They knew exactly who they were making this for, and his name rhymes with Aaron Burner. 2 pounds 10 ounce. Blah 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 blah. But yo, Sasquatch dude, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Yeah, let me type this in real quick. But Sasquatch says Avatar 3 Fire and Ash was fire. I can't believe James Cameron batted 1,000 and did it again, better than the first 2 films even. Oh shit, let's go. Thanks for following up and like remembering, Sasquatch, because honestly, I saw a thing on Reddit that was like, I guess the movie's like not hitting expectations for the box office, but the reviews are really high. So I'm glad to hear that. What's it called? It looks really good. Yeah, I need to go and watch it. Because honestly, I just like going to movie theaters. I just like the movie theater experience. So I'm always trying to find new movies to watch, like in theater. So yeah, thanks. I appreciate you letting me know. I'll have to take my girlfriend or something. And Sasquatch, just I guess following up, the Avatar Frontiers of Pandora video game got a Fire and Ash expansion as well, and it's fire as well. Hey, sick. Dude, I'm glad to hear Avatar's, going crazy right now for you. That's dope, dude. Yeah, thanks for letting us know, Sasquatch, and thanks for, I hope you're doing good. Hope your Sunday's going good. Anything interesting happened for you today? But Ramuni says, I don't know how I haven't asked, but what are some of your favorite kaiju movies? Oh, Dude, thanks for asking. Yeah, so my favorite Godzilla film, I guess, getting that out of the way, is Godzilla Final Wars. And it's kind of like the most memeiest one of them all. But essentially, it's like Godzilla, but if Godzilla had Power Rangers in it. And it's like, it's really ridiculous. Like Godzilla, I don't know. It's like not like a serious Godzilla film, but I don't know. It's just so funny, dude. It's such a fun watch. So yeah, so that's probably my number one. And then after that, it's probably Godzilla -1. I love Shin Godzilla. I like Godzilla vs. Ghidorah. But kaijus in general, Pacific Rim wasn't bad, dude. I like Pacific Rim. I mean, it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. I like Pacific Rim a lot. And what else counts? I like all the Kong movies that have been coming out. Like all the recent Godzilla American movies too. I don't know. I kind of like all of them. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I had to pick just one run movie, it's Godzilla Final Wars. That movie is hilarious. Like the Russian guy with the samurai sword. It's so like wild, like absurd. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I'd highly recommend watching that. But it's not a movie you take seriously. You know what I mean? Just a forewarning. And Sasquatch says, but you have to rewatch the first two Avatar movies before you see the new film because it continues the story from the first two films. Sick. All right, yeah. I've seen the first one, so yeah, but I haven't seen the second one actually. So maybe that's what I'll do on Christmas Day. I'll sit down with my partner and we'll watch all the Avatars so we can watch the third one in theaters or something. That sounds like a good time. But they work at an airport, so they've been like super busy lately. So maybe I'll have to see if they're even free on Christmas. They might just want to go to bed because everyone's flying in and out. So yeah, they work like Christmas Day because I guess people are still flying on Christmas, like Christmas the day itself. Like they'll go fly in for Christmas dinner. Run Mooney says, sick. What's your favorite kaiju movies, Run Mooney? And Sasquatch says, Godzilla vs. Destroyer is good. Yep, I agree. That one's dank. And Godzilla King of the Monsters was fire too. The one from 2020. Oh yeah, the legendary, like the first one. I like those too. People didn't like. I mean, that one's kind of like, what's it called? I know, like debatably, like people are like, some people don't like it. I liked all. I don't know. We've been eating Godzilla fans. We've been eating good, dude. I feel like we've been eating like really good. Because it was like nothing for so long, and then all of a sudden it was just like banger after banger after banger. At least for me. I'm like, these motherfuckers can't miss. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all know that meme. Simply Dale, oof, all the luck to her. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, she's surviving. She is surviving. And what's it called? I give her rides to work too. Like, cause she gets what's it called? Sometimes she's like really early morning shifts, so like I stay up till like 4 in the morning to drive her to work, and then I go to bed after. So yeah. But yeah, I'm doing all right. All right, now get this to Wyatt. But yeah, dude, I've been working these merch orders, dude. I even had to like make all these new CDs. Like man, I've been putting in work, dude. I'm sorry to hit y'all with my star math stuff. I call it star math whenever, but it's because I just gotta. I don't know. I feel weird about it because I'm like, I want someone to be like, ugh, don't talk about this on stream. Get this, you know, the meme of the guy with the headphones on. Someone says some bad take and he just looks so angry, you know. No, I don't want to touch my head. Well, I guess where he's like this and he's like about to rip it off because someone said that bullshit. Anyways, but yeah, this is kind of a long thing, but pretty much one of the planets are moving in the sky, and one of like Mars just entered my rising sign, and I was like, oh well, I'm about to get stabbed. Someone's gonna stab me because Mars is like war. But other interpretations are like, you'll just be working really hard. And so I'm blessed that I got so many orders, but now I'm like, you know, working, dude, which I'm stoked on. But I was just like, oh shit. Yeah, we working. We working. Oh yeah, we get them some stickers. But Ramuni says, this is not a popular take, but Godzilla vs. Kong, watched it with all my boys. And we were screaming the whole time like we were watching a UFC match. So it was really based on the environment I watched it in. I also love the super old black and white stuff. It has a charm to it. Yeah, I agree. All the black and white stuff is, yeah, to your point, like, I don't know, I can't wait till that's like public domain one day. That's gonna be so sick when it hits public domain. Because, I don't know, there is some, I agree. The black and white stuff has its own special charm. It's kind of like Steamboat Willie, but of like kaiju. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be sick when it hits that. And I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna be eating good. But anyways, and yeah, I feel you. The Godzilla. That's what I love about the American Godzillas is that they kind of realize that, like, I don't know, for lack of better words, like, it's not dumb. Dumb isn't the right word, but just I guess for the meme of it all, like, out here in America, we're dumber, dude. We just want to see the Kaijus beat each other up, man. We're American. You know what I mean? And I think they realized that, and they were like, all right, cool, let's add like a story a 5-year-old wrote, because the story's not important. As long as we get some really sick kaiju beating each other up CGI, it's gonna go great. And I hate to admit it, but they're right, dude. They're so right. I'm trying to see Godzilla suplex Kong 10 times over. That was like the dankest thing I'd ever seen in my life. I was like, holy shit. It was like a Gmod or Gary's mod video, but like with a Hollywood budget. You know what I mean? It was like old Newgrounds, like greatest battle of destiny or whatever. But yeah, with a Hollywood budget. But anyways, that says, I just rewatched Terminator 2. It's as old as me, and it's still fire. Another James Cameron film, Terminator 1 and 2. Oh, what's funny? Speaking of Terminator Sasquatch, I'm glad you had a good time watching Terminator. But what's hella funny is for my girlfriend's family, I'm gonna see on Christmas. Pretty much, it was one of their like birthdays, like her nephew's birthday, and he had his friends over and stuff, and like he really likes Transformers. So like part of the games they played at the party was that everyone got a robot like taped to their back, like a name of a robot character taped to their back, and then you had to go around the party asking people who you were, and other people had to explain who you were until you guessed it. Then you get to wear it on the front to show that you won. You know what I mean? And this one kid had Terminator on his back, and he was like, all right, so like, if you could help me out, like he talked like this too. He was like, it's like, you can help me out, like, who am I? And I was like, oh, you're from a movie. He's like, oh, okay, cool. When was the movie released? And he was like, I was like, oh, I think the 90s. He was like, that's old. And I was like, what? It was just like, I felt like a sword in my heart. Like, 90s is old. And he's like, yeah, man, I was born in 2006. I was like, oh no, dude. Oh no. He called me old. Yeah, I feel like I anamorphed into like Clint Eastwood or something. Just... But yeah, he was Terminator. He got it eventually. Took him a while, but after that I was like, damn, dude, I don't want to help you anymore. But Skyler says that's the problem with a lot of American adaptations of stuff like Godzilla and also Transformers. They ignore the stuff you want to see so they can focus on the human characters and the endless pointless subplots. Yeah, I feel that, Skyer. Yeah, I mean, well, actually, if you don't mind, can you expand? I think I'm a little confused, Skyer, because are you saying that's like, because I feel like the American adaptations, they focus less on the human subplot, or at least for kaiju films. Are you saying like the Japanese films? Because I feel like there's a place for either. Because some days I do want to like watch a movie that's like commentary on like the diplomacy of government, and if something drastic like a Godzilla were to happen, like how we wouldn't be able to solve it because there'd just be so much diplomatic stuff going on. But then every once in a while, I just want to see Godzilla suplex Kong. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to see Godzilla RKO King Ghidorah real quick. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, what you said made sense, guy. I just am like lost on like, wait, who we're pointing the finger at? If that makes sense. But or if you can give me an example too. But Ren Mooney says, for real, give me Kaiju's but make it WWE. Also, I want, it's comedy to say that because I didn't read your message before I said RKO and all that. But yeah, no, Run Money for real. Like, they should just have like, they should just make it where it's dead ass like King Ghidorah is on screen, like the Undertaker theme plays. It's like, oh, oh. Honestly, that's honestly a good idea for a meme, dude. Just Godzilla but WWE and just add like walk-up music and stuff. And add like the WWE crowd sound. And just like Luma key a green screen in like a WWE crowd or something. No, I see the vision, I think. Oh, okay. Sasquatch real quick says, I was playing Need for Speed Carbon in 2006. Exact, dude, same. Need for Speed Carbon was good, dude. I'm glad you mentioned that game in particular. I played the hell out of Need for Speed Carbon. Like, 'cause it was weird. Like, I feel like I liked Underground. I liked Underground 2, and then there was like a lull. And then for some reason, Carbon was dank, dude. I just really liked Carbon. Yeah, Need for Speed Carbon's kind of slept on. I feel like they kind of like randomly knocked it out of the park with that one, and then they went back downhill. It was like the last good Need for Speed for me, at least. But Sky, I see what you mean now. You're specifying the yeah. My bad. I thought you meant like you know, when they yeah, I just misread what you said. I'm sorry, Skyer. But now I see what you're saying. Because yeah, I agree. When they gave Legendary the license to Godzilla, the stories they wrote for the human characters were really weird. Because you know, like a common thing in Godzilla is that like some people don't actually like a lot of the Japanese political stuff. So I thought you were referring to that, but then you said American, so I was confused. But yeah, in general though, I agree. The American human characters in Godzilla films and American ones are just dumb. Like they're just so dumb, dude. Like what's a good example? Like I don't know, like the whole I mean, what's funny? You know the guy who like runs like the Godzilla podcast, like we know the truth about Monarch and all that, like that dude. I remember when he first came up on screen, I looked at my girlfriend and I was like, oh, he would love Groovy Kaiju. You know what I mean? Just like making a joke. But like, I mean, that guy's silly, dude. He's like, oh, like, you know me. I don't know. He doesn't fit a Godzilla film at all. But I don't know, but he's cool. But yeah, I agree with you, Skyer. Like, I feel like I'm telling you, whoever's writing the American Godzilla stories is like a 5-year-old. Like they're just chat GPT and give me witty American story. And that's what's coming out. And they're like, I will run with it. As long as Godzilla chokeslams King Ghidorah, we're good to go. You know what I mean? And the sad thing is they're right. I'm going to the next one. But yeah. I hope that makes sense, Guy. I know that was a whole long ramble just to answer your question, but yeah. But not even a question, but just to talk to you about that. Anyways, Sasquatch says, oh yeah, I'm lost. Sasquatch says they used to have a kaiju big battle. It was dudes dressed up as kaiju, but pro-Japanese WWE. Oh, that sounds sick. Yeah, when I rewatch the VOD, I'm saying it slow because I watched the VOD on 2x speeds. When I rewatch the VOD, I'm gonna check that out because that sounds super sick. Thank you, Sasquatch. And Run Mooney says, Need for Speed Carbon was dead ass my favorite one. I ripped it on a Wii so many times. Yo, dude, I had it on Wii too. Let's go. Yeah, I remember having like the Wii controls for Need for Speed Carbon was so awkward. I remember when I had it too as a kid, I was like, damn, I should have got this for another console because why the hell did I think motion controls were good for this? But I saw a good ass time though. I had a good ass time in Need for Speed Carbon. I remember spending like hours playing that. But I'm glad to hear you also played it, Run Mooney. What's it called? And Sasquatch says Most Wanted was fire in Need for Speed 2. Yeah, dude. I kind of slept on it though as a kid, but I've gone back and played it. I mean, Most Wanted is pretty sick. But it's the one I'm probably like least familiar with. I kind of missed the boat on that one. I took an L there. And Run Mooney says, I almost want a Jurassic Park World style movie in that kaiju style. Everything's confined to these forest and jungle human subplots. Drop them in Japan, let it play out. I agree, yeah. That would be super sick. But do you think, I mean, in Could you be more specific though, Ramuni, actually? Because I feel like Shin Godzilla was like that, no? And then for the American movies, I feel like the latest Godzilla vs. Kong, like the second one, it was kind of like, oh, we're in the Arctic forest and then we go into another world. But like, I mean, actually, no, you make a good point. Because all the time it showed them like in the actual world, it was like Godzilla sleeping in the Roman Coliseum. Oh, wow. You know what I mean? There was never like, well, there was at the very end. There was a little part where they're like destroying buildings and stuff. But yeah, there hasn't been much like urban Godzilla stuff going on. Also, did y'all notice that when the second Godzilla movie with like the what's it called, the like evil monkey guy, he does like when he first pops up, he does like the lean like this. I'm like, dude, he did the adult boo stance. Like that's the adult boo. Like I'm about to ruin your life. And I'm like, bro, I was like, you know, the one meme of the Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's like, you know what I mean? I was like, anime! But Skyer says, if only Hollywood had a spine, they'd cross over Godzilla with Transformers, and it would only be the human characters. That'd be comedy, Skyer. It's just them talking about what's going on, but it never actually shows them in the movie. But Sasquatch says, I had Carbon on the GameCube as a kid. Yeah, dude, I bet, because the issue with Carbon on the Wii was just the controls were weird. I bet on the GameCube it was super sick, Sasquatch. And Vane, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. And you get back to watching the Godzilla films? Yeah, dude. They're fun, dude. I mean, like, not sponsored. Like, I mean, do what you want, because Godzilla ain't paying me to say nothing, but but I think you should, dude. That's it, you know, if you got a second, you got some, you know, throw them on in the background. They're a fun time. I do think they bring up, like, really good, like, morals of the story. I think they are good commentary on the world. I mean, don't wanna play the game. Don't. I love this song. But what's it called? What's I want to bring up to y'all? Let me go ahead and pack this real quick. I gotta pronounce the name was Anthony? No, it was start with an A. But so we talked about Sonic Rumble, we talked about James and the John Hamm meme. So one other super mega random, well, I'll tell you after this. Sasquatch says, I was listening to Destroy Monsters on the way home from seeing my dad and my stepbrothers. Oh, that's cool, dude. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad to hear you're enjoying the vibes on it. I'm glad you said that because I almost forgot. Yeah, since the only like thing I've been doing other than packing orders, lately has been actually I filmed the live set for the New Game Plus edition for Destroy Monsters. So like, I don't know, I always do this for like every album, or I've tried to for every album, is after you buy it, like a day later, you get like an email. It's like, surprise, here's an extra gift, just for like people who don't expect it. But I mean, like at this point, it's kind of like par for the course because everyone likes them. I mean, it's a little like bonus. But yeah, so yesterday I filmed a whole live set of Destroy Monsters New Game Plus. So I'm editing that right now. So then it'll be like a free digital bonus when you get the album when I drop it next month. For real. So yeah, it'll be really nice. But yeah, the only downside to it though is I put my headphones on weird, because like honestly it took me like 4 times to try it, because like I'm sorry, this is like super random, but you know, I'm sure you've seen the free CD ad where I'm like punching the camera. So nice, because I have this now, I can film them standing up, and that's better for like phone screens. But I noticed that people don't like the like me at my DJ table like this. Like for some reason, like just the whole like camera right in my face does a lot better. So, but I also didn't want, it's like I'm explaining way too much, but like pretty much I took my normal like little like TV dinner tray and I like pretty much put it in between my legs and I'm like playing like this. So that way my whole body fits on like a phone frame. But because of that, when I'm playing the set, I was just like, yeah! You know what I mean? So like at some point, like the first couple times that I filmed it, I got too lit and I like knocked my iPad off the thing, just trying to like dance in my chair while holding like a TV dinner tray in my lap, pretty much. But because of that, this is a super random thing, but when I put my headphones on, I messed up my hair, and my hair is like all forward, so like you can see my face still, but it's just kind of goofy. But the thing is, you can see all like the roots of my hair, which is I just filmed it at a weird angle. But the music's good, and there's lots of like good moments, but it's just like I kind of look like the one girl from The Matrix, low key. That makes sense. And you can see her buns, like the way her braids were. And it was, I don't know, it was just super random. But I was like, oh no, it's such a random like thing to be like, the video was perfect, but my hair, not my hair. So yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear you're hyped, Super Hideo. And Roman, let me get back to you, dog. I was like telling this whole story, my bad. But Ramoni says, classic formula of monster comes out of the water, terrorizes the city, but just a ton of different kinds of dinosaur. Let the food chain do its work. It would work great for like a world reset. Oh, Nano Shrine, subscribe. Yo, thank you, Nano Shrine. I was just talking with them the other day, dude. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Good to see you, Nano Shrine. Nano Shrine's also... Nano Shrine, I'm sorry, Ramoni. I'm gonna finish your thing right now, but Nano Shrine's super dope. They just dropped an album called Solar Pattern. It's hella good. If you like, this is not what it is, but to me, it sounds very K-poppy, but it's not K-pop. It's like kind of like vapor K-pop, if that makes sense. I don't know, you should check it out. It's super sick. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's dope. But yeah, the artist name is just Nano Shrine. I mean, now it's on screen. So yeah. But what's it called? My bad, Run Money. I'll take it. Hell yeah, dog. But let the food chain do its work. It would work great for like a world reset, since the Jurassic Park series has gone so far into like dinosaur research labs and our environmental issues. I see what you're saying. So like, you want to see not just like when the monsters emerge, they fight and they go back. You want to see like what the world is like if they just kept being monsters, like kept being, what's it called? Kaijus. I think that'd be super sick, yeah. That sounds like total like indie film like type, you know what I mean? I don't know how to describe it, but I definitely agree. There's a story there, like a very like Last of Us kind of story there. Except like there's Godzilla. You know what I mean? I'd watch that. Hey, Rampage, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. How you doing? And Rampage says Vapor K, yeah. Vapor Pop. I don't know how to describe it. It's really good though. You should listen to it. And I think Gatekeeper has 3D Blast on it, which I know is Simply Hideo. Simply Hideo's 3D Blast fan too. We're both 3D Blast fans. And 3D Blast is rapping, so it's a good time. But I'm printing stuff. That's what I'm doing. Oh no. Whose order did I just pack? Blah, 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 blah. It was Wyatt. Right? Let's see. Oh, we're about to find out. And somebody else saved it. I was on the way to work. Hey, cool. Thank you, somebody else. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, on Tuesday, let me know what you think about it. And then I'm going to tell Nano Shrine, like, oh, Simply Dale said it was... I was going to make a bad joke. Because we're both nice, so actually, I don't even want to... But yeah, thanks, man. But either way, I want to talk to you about Simply Dale, because I liked it a lot. I got a few of the Nano Shrine songs on my playlist, you know what I'm saying? I like a few of the Nano Shrine songs. You know, the one meme? I think we talked about it before. All right, sick. What's what I want to talk to y'all about? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, so super random, but speaking of Newport, I was hanging out with them yesterday. One thing is, them and their partner got me into this anime called Akagi, and like I haven't watched it because it's like a super random low-key 90s anime, and if you just look up the characters, dude, like it's just so goofy. Like all their faces are like really weird triangles. None of them look normal. And it's a mahjong anime, like about Japanese mahjong. And I've never played mahjong in my life, but I don't know, it's just really good because it's very much like one of those like almost like, you know how like in Dragon Ball Z when they're fighting, like, oh, his power level went up to this, so then they did that, and then boom, that's why he got more powerful. It's kind of like that. Like I don't know how to describe it, but like but they're all playing mahjong, so it's just like, oh, because he cheated and then he slid the tile underneath his arm and then flicked his thumb, that's how he was able to get away with it. But like because he got caught cheating, if he admits to the fact that he was cheating, then they lose the game either way. So like, I don't know, it's just like a very strategic, but like risk equals reward. I don't know, and like the Yakuza's involved. It's pretty good, but it's so random, dude. So I was telling Newport, I was like, dude, we gotta watch Akagi, man. And the reason why I only watch the Newport is because it's like, I think you can find it online, but they have like a whole like, you know, one of like the rare DVDs of it, like that they imported way back in the day. At least the partner did. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure this is for Wyatt. That's what I'm doing. And I think it has to be, dude. I think this is just Wyatt's. This is Wyatt's vinyl. It just feels like Wyatt's vinyl. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Yeah, this is Wyatt. All right, cool. But yeah, if y'all haven't heard of Akagi, it's AKAGI. Just throwing that out there. If anyone's looking for random obscure 90s anime to watch, it's like a gambling anime, pretty much. But the hell it wants me to get into Loki into trying to play mahjong. I had like a random friend that like a friend of a friend who like used to run mahjong nights in Chinatown. It was very much like a small world kind of situation because I had another friend that lived in Chinatown. I was like, yeah, I go to this mahjong night. And I was like, I think your friend knows my friend. You know what I mean? Thank you, Wyatt. But yeah, and then the other thing I wanted to bring up was, I think it's the last thing actually. Oh yeah, so speaking of I mean it's Japanese, but mahjong, they also have Chinese mahjong. But speaking of Chinese mahjong, I went to get Chinese food with a buddy the other day because low key, a buddy of mine, they've been having me like pretty much have been selling stuff on Discogs and like, hey man, you have all the infrastructure to ship vinyl and CDs. Can you just ship my Discogs thing I sold for me? And I was like, yeah, sure. And it's like, tell me how much it cost. And I got to tell him how much it costed. And he was like, I'll just take you out to dinner. I was like, hey, sick. Free food, dude. And you know, I've been kind of broke. I haven't been out to like get Chinese food in a long time. So I was like, oh hell yeah, dude. Oh hell yeah, dude. It tastes so much better free. So my buddy took me out to get Chinese food, but then part of it was like, but the reason why, I'm bringing my other buddy because I guess pretty much he has like a travel buddy. Like he does pretty good for himself. He has like a travel buddy where they just try out like different Asian foods because like of whatever country they're gonna go to next. So they've been doing lots of Korean food nights, but I wanted Chinese foods, but I will do Chinese tonight. Anyways, so yeah, so his buddy came up and he was like, bro, like I want to move to Japan so bad. I need to move to Japan so bad. Like that was pretty much like the whole time we were talking. And I was like, well, how can you do it? And he was like, there's only two ways to do it. Either A, I get married to someone who's Japanese. Or no, three ways. A, you get married to someone who's Japanese. B, you get a visa from another Japanese company. Or C, you open your own Japanese business where you have 2 Japanese full-time employees. And I was like, well, for A, you know what I mean, to find someone to marry who's Japanese, I was like, dog, I don't know, I can help you with that one. You know, that's between you and your own Riz, you know what I mean? For B, I mean, I guess you could apply, but you know, it's very unlikely. So then I was like, I guess your only option is you gotta start a business in Japan. So I was just pretty much this whole dinner, like, I don't know, from all the streaming now, like they're both not very talkative people. Because of all the streaming stuff, dude, I already could talk a lot. Now I could talk a lot. Like I even apologized afterwards because I was like, pretty much, they had nothing to say, so I was just like, I'm gonna figure out this business with you, man. So I tried so many different ideas. I told them the s'mores bar idea, if y'all were there for that. Like my idea is to open like a boba shop where instead of like selling boba, they just sell s'mores, and like you can get your own little campfire and like, you know, pay by the hour to just make s'mores. Because I was like, if you do it in Japan, then like they're gonna love to be like, oh, let's go check out like the Gaijin restaurant. We're gonna like pretend to be Americans for a day. You know what I mean? I'm like, it would crush, dude, it would crush. And he was like, yeah, but that's a lot of cleaning. I want to clean up all that marshmallow. I'm like, bro, you got 2 full-time Japanese employees apparently, so you don't need to clean up the marshmallows. Somebody else will. And he was like, oh, fair. So yeah, so me and him were just coming up with all these different like, how are you gonna start a business in Japan ideas. That was the best one, I think. That and I was trying to tell him like all the different like apps you could try to make in Japan. But I don't know. I don't think he's gonna do it. Especially because like his main motivation was just like, I gotta move to Japan to eat all the food. He was like very much a foodie. So yeah. True. He's a bit. Yeah. So yeah. I'm trying to think if there's another funny idea you put me onto. Or another funny, like, you know what I mean? I think, I forgot, do I do 3 or? Let me check. But yeah, but that was the big thing. What was the other one? He really wanted to make dumplings for some reason. And I was like, bro, not, you know, like, how are you gonna be the guy that comes in from America like, I'm gonna make dumplings? It's like, bro, no. You was not gonna move to Japan to make dumplings without like studying underneath like a dumpling person first from out there. He's like, oh, but dumplings are good. I'm like, you know what I mean? I don't know, it's just, you gotta think about the marketing plan, man. You can't just go out there and make dumplings. So that's why you gotta do s'mores, dude. But yeah. I'm sorry, I'm looking for a, oh, I'm looking for a CD. Oh my God, they're right there. But yeah, other than that, I watched a YouTube video today. Simply Deo says, to say the least, you can't beat them at their own game. Exactly, dude. I'm like, how are you gonna try to come up? You know what I mean? That'd be like, I don't know, dude. It'd be like, I don't know, if I moved to Mexico and tried to open a taco restaurant, I'm like, bro, there's no way. There's no way. The core says, well, first of all, thanks for stopping by, LaCour. It's good to see you. Spaghetti dumpling? I'd be down, dude. This sounds kind of good. Yeah, you bite into the dumpling, like a bunch of spaghetti's in there. It's like a calzone, right? Like a weird calzone. A really weird calzone. Hey, yo, Christine! Thank you, Christine! So yeah, so it's this one. Okay, I just gotta do 2. But yeah, so here's the thing I watched today on YouTube. It's, I don't know if y'all heard of him, but it's, I don't know, I really like this guy. It's, the core says, wet calzone, lol. Yeah, for real. So one of the YouTubers, wet calzones, that's comedy. One of the YouTubers I watch a lot of is like Alex Hormozy, which honestly is quite a questionable character angle, lie to you. So like, I don't necessarily endorse them. But I mean, they be spitting though, because they do business stuff, so it's like kind of like, you know what I mean? Anyways, but they made a video just pretty much about like all like their business lessons they learned this year. But one that I learned that was like really important, that actually, if Nanotron's still walking, I was going to tell you about next time we hang out and talk. Because it just became like a very thing I learned this year was they said like, hey, like you like when it comes to like fearing something, like if you're like really afraid of something, you need to, it's best to define it and write it down, because like the thing that you fear really is like the vagueness of the fear. Like you know what I mean? Like or I'm trying to think of a good example that's not like too personal to anyone. Or what was my example? Like for example, I was I mentioned it before, but like doing all the music stuff, like you know, I got a pretty high credit card bill. I ain't gonna lie, and I've like been so afraid of that my entire life. But when I finally got to a point where I was like, oh man, I can't pay off my credit card this month, I was like, I thought I was gonna come, like I don't know, because I never like really thought about what was gonna happen next because of that it just built up this fear in my head that I was like, I'm just gonna combust and just die. You know what I mean? Like that's what it felt like as like the day got closer and closer. But then it happened and I was like, oh, actually I made enough this month to just pay off, you know what I mean? So it worked out. So the point he was making, and I've been trying to like articulate, but he said it like in a really good way, is that like, if there's something you're afraid of that's stopping you, especially if it's stopping you from doing something that you want in your life, literally write down like day by day what would happen if the worst case scenario happened, or like the thing you're afraid of happened. Because once you like actually define what the fear is, you might realize, oh, actually it wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know if that's helpful to anyone, but yeah. I'm trying to think if there's another thing I was really afraid of recently that happened. I don't know, like a lot of it too is like, a lot of like stuff with Groovy Kaiju sometimes. Like sometimes if I like have a song that like, I don't know, like for example, for the holiday tape. Oh yeah, the holiday tape's coming out soon, dude. I'm hyped on that. But yeah, like I made like a really silly Emperor's New Groove song for the holiday tape that like I almost just didn't put on the holiday tape because I was like, because honestly after I made it I was like, this is so dumb. You know what I mean? Because it was meant to be a silly song, but then after listening to it like the next day I was like, yeah, this is hot garbo, I ain't gonna lie. But it's, you know, but it's like a joke, so I'm like, I'm expecting people to take it serious. But like in terms of like a, you know, it kind of be like if you give a gift to someone and you're like, oh, look at this like useless thing I just gave you. You know what I mean? And I was like really in my own head about it. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, I don't know. Like for example, I know for a fact, if I may, like if, you know, like no one's gonna open the Bandcamp page and be like, oh, this one song out of these 5 other songs that are kind of, that are pretty banging, because this one song was bad on this holiday gift you gave me, I am no longer a Groovy Kaiju fan. Like that's not reality. You know what I mean? But if like you just keep in your head like, oh, I can't like release this thing because it's not perfect, or I can't like what's really gonna happen? You know what I mean? What's actually, if you sit down and write it down day by day, what would happen if you did the thing that you're afraid of? 9 times out of 10, you'd be like, actually, I'm kind of tripping. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know if that's helpful to anyone. But LaCour says, oh my God, I had a bad experience that I avoided getting a credit card, but was scared. And I finally got one, lost my job the next month, and I couldn't pay it. Death. No, dude, you're not gonna, no, it's fine. You'll be okay, you'll be okay. Because money comes and goes, dude. It really comes and goes. Because like the thing about those situations is that like, it's less about owing the money. It's more about like, here's a bar I've heard before. LaCour, your greatest asset isn't like the amount of money you have or whatever, or, you know what I mean, the amount of money you have, the things that you own, the people that you know. It's none of those things. It's actually you. Like you in your own time is your own greatest asset. So even when you get into a, like if I may, LaCour, I hope things are going good now, but LaCour, when that thing happened, yeah, I mean, it sucked. I bet it sucked a lot, but you are your own greatest asset. And it sounds like you got yourself out of that hole, right? Like, because you were able to be flexible and figure it out. It built the resilience that like, and you proved to yourself that boom, you know what I mean? Like you're good. LaCour says, they can sue me or take me to jail. I don't care. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I mean, again, LaCour, I'm sure, if I may, at least I hope so, LaCour, that you'll be able to get through it. Or, you know what? Maybe you just ignore it, or maybe you move to a foreign country. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know the exact situation, but I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to stand on is I bet if you put your mind to it, I bet you could, or eventually you'll get yourself out of it, because you are a good person, I would assume. And a good person in terms of like, you know, like we can get it done, dude. Exactly. Okay. Okay. I'm glad. Thank you, LaCour. I was trying real hard, but because I don't know, we just started talking right now. But yeah, exactly. Money comes and goes. You'll be all right, dude. Like it's not like a year from now you're gonna be like in this crazy like situation where you're like, oh no, Mark Zuckerberg is at my front door. You know what I mean? With the army from a foreign country. LaCour says, move to a foreign country. Got it. I mean, I feel like that's I don't know. I feel like that's just generally good advice in general. I kind of want to move to a foreign country, dude. Not even because like I'm trying to get away from anything, just because I think it'd be a good experience. Why not? Go see the world, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, the reason why I said that is because I actually saw a reel today that was like talking about how like some foreign countries don't have credit. So like because of that, like if you ever get like, they're like, yeah, just max it out, move to a foreign country, man, and solve all your problems. It's like, oh no, it's horrible advice, but you know what I mean? So yeah, this is not financial advice. If I have to say that, I don't know. I see other famous people talk about that. This is going to Derek. I don't want to say their name because just in case. So they get that authentic experience at the same time. Win-win. Exactly, dude. Exactly. I need tape and I need to print this out for. Yep, here they are. Cool. I need tape. But yeah, I don't know. Just in general, I was talking to someone else about something they were afraid of the other day, and I was like, bro, I was trying to tell them like, hey.
New merch order from Jose.
Oh wow, I didn't think the robot was gonna be able to, get a little Jose in there. But dude, thank you, Jose. I appreciate it. Didn't have like the E with the dash on it. You know what I mean? But the what's it called? Yeah, Jose. Thank you, man. If you're watching, I appreciate it. But yeah, y'all get what I'm trying to say. But oh yeah, but I was someone else who was afraid of something the other day. When I like tried to explain in the past, I was like, yeah, like, obviously, like, if you're afraid of bears, don't go running full force at a bear. But like, you know what I mean? Maybe it's a nice bear. You never know. Maybe sometimes the bear isn't as scary as you think the bear was gonna be. You know what I mean? Maybe poke it. Maybe pet it on the head while it's sleeping. But I think the better way to say it is like, you just define it. Like really, really sit down and define what you're afraid of is. Yeah. But maybe money was like a bad one because debt is like kind of serious. But at least creatively, if you're creative, I feel like this is still helpful. It's like, for example, I had a buddy the other day. They were telling me, they were like, "Oh yeah, like want to start a YouTube channel, stuff like that, X, Y, and Z." And the thing that it sounded like they were afraid of was like, they have like a really good job, and like, but they were also like really passionate about, like starting a YouTube channel to talk about a thing that they're like really passionate about that wasn't really like, no one else was really talking about it. And I was like, oh yeah, man, that'd be super sick, X, Y, and Z, you know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, dude, like if you want, like, maybe like, because they like, they're in like a good position in life. So I was like, dude, like maybe hire somebody to help out with like the editing and stuff like that. And he's like, oh no, I can never do that because like, it's just something I'm doing for fun because like, my job is, what I need to do. Like my job's my first priority. And I'm like, well, I think if I'm not mistaken, at the same time they said like, yeah, well, it's like something I want to do. Like, if it ever became like a full-time thing, that'd be awesome. X, Y, and Z. But at the same time, they were like, oh, like, I can't hire someone to like really do the thing because like, my job's my priority. So it was like very conflicting. And I was like, it sounds like you're afraid of like the YouTube channel doing good enough that you have to like make the decision between YouTube channel or job. You know what I mean? Because it's like, if you think about it too, it's kind of silly because it's like if you're in a position where the YouTube channel is doing so good that you don't need the job anymore, then yeah, you know what I mean? Then who cares about the job, dude? Like, go do your YouTube channel. But I know it's like what I'm explaining maybe doesn't make sense on the surface, but I promise we were talking about it. That's what it like, was kind of like boiling down to. Oh, I forgot to put stickers in here. Dang. I was too busy telling all these stories, giving terrible advice. Giving all this bad advice. But no, you get what I'm saying though, like, I don't know. Even like sometimes people can be afraid of like doing too good. Because they're like, no man, like my job security. And I'm like, well dog, I mean, if the thing you want to actually do is doing good, then who cares about job security? But I don't know. Maybe that's why I got my own issues, you know what I'm saying? But let me get some stickers real quick. All right, and give him some of these. Give him some of that. Give him the fun size stickers. So we're calling them fun size now. And yeah, give him a little bit of something. What else I want to talk to you all about? I'll pull it up real quick. Honestly, the song "Waiting for You" is like one of my favorite beats I ever made, low key. This is like the first time I feel like I made like an LA kind of style beat, for lack of better words. It's like I'm from LA and I'm really heavily inspired by a lot of like low end theory and stuff like that. And this is the first time I feel like I made a beat that was like, hell yeah, that like really fit that sound for me. And also, hell, it reminds me of that one song from Mad Villainy. Yeah, I mean, not to sound like, I don't know, you know what song I'm talking about. With I don't know. Yep. Not as good, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like trying to be like humble, dead ass. The other song is like crazy. But Simply Hideo says, I get that. That's actually something to think about now. I was kind of in that mindset with my 2 mixes. Yeah, dude, exactly. Yeah, man, like, especially for you, because I know, you know, I don't know if you said you started DJing recently. It sounds like you've been DJing for a while, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. But, what's it called? Yeah, dude, like, I don't know. Ain't nothing bad's gonna happen from, yeah, I mean, whatever you think is gonna happen. Like, no one's gonna, like, you're not gonna upload a mix because the one song wasn't like perfect. Someone's gonna be like, actually, you know what? I'm going to unfollow and never listen to anything this guy does ever again, ever. Like, that's not real life, you know what I mean? They're gonna be like, oh, okay, and keep listening and have a good time, you know? And in fact, I would even argue that it would make it even better. Because I don't know, one thing that skateboarding taught me was honestly, I don't like skateboarders who are too good. If that makes sense. Like when a skateboarder looks like they're not even trying, I'm like, dude, I don't want to watch this. Like I don't want to watch it like a human robot do stuff. I'd rather watch a kid like barely land a kickflip than watch like a robotic like perfect kickflip down like a 2000 stair. If that makes sense. Because like the kid trying, I'm like, dude, yes, human, let's go. You know what I mean? Like you overcame that. Hell yeah. So yeah, oh, that helps. Or it means anything, but to me, that means everything to me. Oh, I watched have y'all heard of Matt on YouTube? That was super, such a like simple thing, but it's like Matt with like 4 T's, so it's like Matt comic and manga history on YouTube. Highly recommend. I just finished that video. Essentially, it was talking about how like manga came into the US. And the thing that was trippy is that, you know, I used to spend like a lot of time in Little Tokyo and LA, just doing like all the Christmas nostalgia stuff, and just like that was always like my go-to place to take people after I went to college, if I had like friends visiting or something from out of town. And I never realized like how deep of an influence that Little Tokyo had on like making anime and manga like such like more mainstream in America. Like it was kind of like Little Tokyo was in LA and like it kind of just like spread from there. So it all came in from Japan. And then like surprisingly, it was less like you know, Japanese businessmen like making these crazy deals. It was like people who lived in LA that were just like, yo, this shit is kind of dank, dude. You know what I mean? And like starting their own like comic clubs and stuff like that. And like, bro, you gotta check out, bro, have you heard of Akira, bro? Dang, you know, back in like the 90s. And like just really like starting like little like, you know, college fan clubs and stuff for like anime and manga. Just American people who are like geeking out over anime and like begging Japanese companies like, bro, please let me do a license, bro, please. So but yeah, it was a really cool story. It was a really cool story about like, you know, like Viz Media and like Tokyo Pop and how all those companies like all started, and like how they like all rode like the wave of the comic bust and booms and stuff like that. And like manga is the reason why we have like graphic novels at bookstores, low key, which is kind of crazy. Where'd my marker go? Because the manga people, crazy. The manga like industry in Japan, they used to sell more. Oh no, actually, what's the story? Oh, you gotta watch the video. It's hella good. But yeah, pretty much it was just like by happenstance. Like one guy made a manga. Like the guy who started Tokyo Pop wasn't from like the comic book industry, so because of that, he was like, put the manga in the bookstore, just like as a question mark. You know what I mean? And then like, it was like the greatest idea ever. And it kind of like is the reason why now you can go to like Barnes and Nobles and buy like manga at a bookstore. Because that one guy was like, fuck it, we're trying to sell this, but like, oh, I remember why. It's because he got the license to like Sailor Moon, I think. And pretty much comic book stores was all for dudes. So they were like, well, I don't want to put my, you know, Sailor Moon as like a comic book store because like, I mean, women don't shop at, I mean, they do, but it wasn't that popular at the time. So he was like, well, I'm trying to get this like, female-focused comic book in a place where, you know, women would traditionally go. So he was like, put it in the bookstore. And like, yep, knocked it out of the park. And everyone was like, hold it. So then we got like Chobits and stuff like that afterwards. Which if you haven't heard, dude, you gotta check out the Chobits intro. Even if you haven't watched Chobits, it's like one of the greatest songs of all time. Honestly, I have like a mix of it, of the Chobits intro, and I play it at shows, and dude, it goes crazy every single time. Oh yeah. And Simply Dale says they were onto something with that one, and ultimately it worked out. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's super worked out. Yeah, plus manga, I don't know. I'm kind of jealous of people who can read manga, dude. I feel like I'm always so behind on everything. Like, I feel like the levels of anime is like dub, then subbed, then you're watching like obscure stuff on like not even on like Crunchyroll, and then it's like you start reading manga. Once you reach like manga, I feel like it's like when you reach like anime enlightenment, you know what I mean? For lack of better words. But once you start reading manga, it's like, dude, you're kind of, you know what I mean? You're better than me, for lack of better words. Cause I'll still wait for all the anime to come out, but I'm like, dang. I'm just sitting there looking like a fool, waiting for anime to be released. But manga readers, dude, they're up to date. And then manga readers love to be like, oh, I can't wait for this next season of anime. The story was so good. You're gonna love it so much. You know what I mean? They just talk down to us, all of us anime fans all the time. Because they already know what happens. With even more detail. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Subideo says, nah, it just means they're ahead and have temporary forbidden knowledge. Yeah, exactly. It's like they look into the future. They're like fortune tellers for anime. They spoke into the spirits. That's comedy, Simply Dale. I love that. I'm gonna tell my buddy that. Because I have a buddy that's like reading Dandadan, like the manga, and he's like, bro, like, you guys have to wait till 2027. The story just only keeps getting better. I can't wait for you to experience it too. He's like, he doesn't say it like that, but it's just every time they talk to me about it, I feel like I'm being talked down to. It's kind of funny. Which they're not. It's just, I don't know. But your point about, I'm gonna tell him next time he has temporary forbidden knowledge. I'm like, Don't talk down to me with your temporary forbidden knowledge. But Red Moody says, I used to go get on Kiss Anime all the time and get new episodes as soon as they dropped in Japan. That's sick, dude. Yeah, I used to watch a little bit of Kiss Anime. Like, I'm trying to think what the last thing I watched in Kiss Anime was. I think it was Space Dandy, funnily enough. Because like during college, Space Dandy like wasn't like, you know, in 2013. They might have Funimation by then, like the streaming service Funimation before it got bought by Crunchyroll. But Crunchyroll was still like super small, so you kind of had to go on Kiss Anime. I remember wanting to show my watch it with my partner at the time, and yeah, we watched it all on Kiss Anime. It was a good old time. But Sasquatch says, it's not just you, they do look down on people who only watch the anime. Sasquatch, at least we're in the same boat, Sasquatch. All these manga readers are looking down on us. We gotta rise up, Sasquatch. We gotta rise up against them. Like, we will not take this oppression. Remember when he says, I guess part of the manga to anime thing is reading stories that you want to spread awareness to so they can be adapted into anime. There's a lot of people I've met that didn't think a story existed until an on-screen adaptation. No, I feel that, yeah. Yeah, I feel like, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like a manga and like any written work and stuff like that, it really is a story. And like the amount of like budget you go into like making the visuals and the sound behind a story is like kind of optional, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? Every movie starts off as like a story. Or like you know what I mean? Everything starts off as like just a written story. So like all the anime producers kind of have to be all up to date on manga to see like what they're gonna do next. And Sasquatch says Space Dandy was insane. I have the OG Funimation Blu-ray. Crunchyroll merged with Funimation because Sony bought them out. Yeah, dude, I have it too. I have a Blu-ray of Space Dandy. It's like over in my living room. Yeah, Space Dandy is like my favorite anime of all time, dude. It's so good. But yeah, let me just real quick, got one more. I messed up. I folded it too early. Sake. Oh, who's this going to again? Miguel. Shut up, Miguel. But simply does says if they don't keep up, it'll be Naruto Ninja Storm 3 incident all over again. What happened? I don't remember what happened there. What happened? Was Ninja Storm 3 bad? Like, that's a video game, right? Ninja Storm 3? Or wasn't that oh, I do remember. That was like when like the video game got out of sync with the show. And the anime, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was awkward. But Miss Nunn, yo, happy Christmas week, mama. What up, dude? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, no, happy Christmas week, dude. How you doing? How's your Sunday, dog? Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah. All right, sick. Oh, really? Simply, I didn't realize somebody else. So somebody else says for Naruto, Naruto Ninja Storm 3, they had to improvise the game's ending. That's wild. That is so wild. Wasn't too bad though. Yeah, I remember playing it. I mean, it was a good game, but I don't think I ever played through the story. That's hilarious. That what's it called? They had to improvise the ending. That's wild. Why? Yeah. So at that point, like, I mean, at that point, they kind of have to be like, hey, look, it's not canon. We're just making video games, right? Like, I would assume that's what they would just go with. Like, don't worry about it, guys. Like, it's just a game. You know. This ain't a game. This is my life. Gamers, rise up. So yeah, I feel it. I know I'm like laughing at myself, but yeah. Oh, I watched another video recently too. Essentially, it was about like a guy who it was a video based on a book it's called Secretly Digging a $300 million Hole for 3 Milliseconds Because Stonks, by a guy named Benjamin. But essentially, I don't know if y'all have heard of this, but like a lot of day trading people, like before like it was like crazy, what they would do is essentially they would like, because like, you know, it's all computer based now. When like computers and day trading like first came together, a bunch of people were like, oh shit. Like when you get high up in the computers, you start thinking about things like the speed of light, like, which is kind of crazy. Like I remember it became a problem because one of the companies I worked at back in the day doing software engineering stuff, we had like an issue where like we were trying to get to like Australia faster, but because like, you know, all the internet cables are fiber, so it's all just like light beams. But yeah, you can like light can only go around from here in the US to Australia no faster than 250 milliseconds. So it takes a quarter of a second to get from the US to Australia. And like, that's just like a limitation of physics. You know what I mean? Which is like crazy. But, you know, on like a much smaller scale, you know, if you're running like a computer algorithm for like day trading, like that 1 millisecond can make all the difference between like who gets the trade before you. So like people were like trying to like, you know, optimize fiber lines to just be 1 millisecond faster to like make better trades before other people. It was crazy. That's what the video was pretty much going over, was just like, you know, from Chicago to New York, it would take about like 7 milliseconds, but a guy made a line that like, or no, it was like 25 milliseconds, but a guy made a line that was like 20. So because it was like 5 less, he like had like a essentially a monopoly on this kind of day trading that people were doing, which was like insane. Yeah, computers are cool, dude. They're cool, but also like, dang. Like, I don't ever have to think about physics for Groovy Kaiju, you know what I mean? Actually, no, actually, I take it back. Yes, I do. The other thing about like mixing and mastering stuff, that's actually been like a big thing I had to learn was like all like sound is just a wave, like because it's like energy. Oh, some video says occurs at the same time. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But like one thing, it's like super random, but so like when you like record sound in a computer, you know, like a speaker really is just like a thing that just pushes air that's like blah, 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 blah. Like that's what a speaker does, but like it does it to like recreate the air vibrations. But a vibration is just like a waveform, you know what I mean? So it's just either like it's like high or it's low. Like there is no like anything else to it. So when you record on a computer, like a waveform is actually just like, you zoom all the way in, it's just like blah, 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 blah. It's like it looks like a ray of light almost, you know what I mean? Which is kind of crazy that they're like technically the same thing, if you really think about it. Anyways, I had to learn for like sampling stuff, whenever you loop something, if you like cut the sample where like the waveform is like whoa, 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 and if you cut it like when it's at the top, it'll make like a popping noise, because essentially it has to go from the top and just immediately go back to 0, and then like the loop starts over, you know what I mean? So when you sample stuff, you always want to like sample it so at the end of the loop ends at like, you know, silence, like 0, or else you'll get popping noises in your sample because physics, which is crazy. So I was like, oh damn. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there was ever like another physics moment with music. I saw logistics stuff too. I'm like, dang, I gotta ship this from here to here. Now I wonder if Helen Seller ever got their plushies. Speaking of like physics and logistics. Yeah, because I remember Helen Seller was like, no, USPS like took a while. And I'm like, I hope they got it. Because, you know, it's Christmas, man. You know what I mean? Christmas. Only a week away. I'm like, no, it's Christmas. You see the other one that's like, Merry Chrysler. But yeah. And then I watched a video about Starbucks versus Dunkin' Donuts. I was working at Dunkin' Donuts. Did I tell you about I used to work at Dunkin' Donuts? That was a good time. They put me only on drinks, so I was just making coffee. I was like the best Dunkin' Donuts barista of all time. And because we were like the third ever Dunkin' Donuts in the US, I don't know if I mentioned this, but we actually had like a bunch of like pro skaters that would come by. I remember like Jeff Raleigh. From actually I have a funny story about Jeff Raleigh. Remember Jeff Raleigh from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1? Like he's one of the OGs. He was in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, dude. Once he pulled up in the drive-thru and he was like, oh shit, Dunkin' Donuts. And I was like, bro, are you Jeff Raleigh? And he's like, yeah. But so to be fair, it's actually my buddy who was working the drive-thru that got to say hi to him and stuff, give him his stuff. But Jeff Raleigh, I don't know, like pretty much, like back in the day when I used to meet like the first experience I had with celebrities was through skateboarding, because like professional skaters, I would see them, like when I moved to Long Beach, I'd see them all the time, and I was like, oh my god, like that's that pro skater I really like, you know what I mean? But one thing, Corey's been in chat a bunch of times, he'll come in through YouTube every once in a while. Corey taught me like how to like talk to celebrities, because like whenever I'd meet this, like back in the day when I was like young, I'd be like, oh my god, like you're Daniel Espinosa, dude, like can you sign this please, you know what I mean? But Corey was the one that taught me like, nah dude, just fuck with them, you have to, you know what I mean, don't be like mean, but just like treat them like humans, but in a way that's like just dumb. So every time he would meet like a pro skater, he would just name the exact opposite pro skater as them, like, yo, are you this? And then I'd always look at him like, you know what I mean? So like, it always went well. So when I met Jeff Raleigh, who's like literally one of the most legendary skateboarders of all time, when I met him, I was like, yo, like, cause he was sitting at a coffee shop. So when I went up to him, I was like, yo, weren't you on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 for PlayStation? And it was like 2017, and he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, I recognized you from the game, which of course, like back in the PlayStation, you can't recognize anybody. You know what I mean? And he was like, "Yeah, I was in that game," but I don't think he got the joke. But dude, I was dying on the inside because I don't think he really remembers. But dude, it killed me. But yeah, he knew I was a skater. He's like, oh, that's so cool, you skate. I guess he like started some like knife company in Long Beach where he was like, you know, pocket knife, like survival, wilderness stuff. But yeah. Next time you see a celebrity, ask them about their cameo in a PlayStation 1 game with all the bad textures. You know what I mean? And oh, what? Yeah, so Ron Mooney says, only real celebrity interaction I had when I worked at a call center for QuickBooks. I got a call from a former NBA player, and it was the best call I got at that job. He was making a shirt business purely to donate the profits to his hometown. Oh, that's so sick, Ron Mooney. That's cool, dude. That sounds like such a like wholesome, fun thing to like be a part of, you know what I mean? And it's like, holy, because like technically you were a part of like, you know, making sure that he could donate profits to his hometown. That's cool, Ron Mooney. Got to help him out. That's cool. Yeah, I don't think I've ever met like an NBA player. Have you? I don't know. Have y'all had like a lot of celebrity interactions? Living in LA, I feel like I've had a lot. But again, I don't really like. I don't know. Celebrity nowadays is kind of like a, you know, very like loaded term. Because like to me, like a pro skater is a celebrity, but like to my mom couldn't care less who a pro skater was. You know what I mean? So it's hard to like say. But Thompson, dude, thanks for stopping by. Saw, dude. How you doing? How's your Sunday, Thompson? But yeah, I'd be stoked to hear y'all's celebrity interactions. I'm trying to think of another one. For me, it's mostly been pro skaters. And like, I guess internet, what's it called? Thompson, I see the mirror every day. Yo, Thompson. Bars, dude, I love that. Hell yeah, Thompson. Thompson, you're too kind for blessing us with your presence, dude. Every time you get food and you use your credit card and they ask you to sign, you're like, oh hell yeah, that's my autograph, bro. I got you. Yeah, to me, Thompson, hell yeah. Nah, but thanks for stopping by, dude. I appreciate it. I love that. But I feel like I met like a lot of like internet micro celebrities, pretty much. Like I met the guy that made Big Man Blastoise. Have y'all heard of that? Like Big Man Blastoise. I went to a Pokemon rave in LA. My buddy ran, and yeah, they pulled up. But it was before like Big Man Blastoise went viral. But Thompson says, pretty great. How's your day been? It's been good, dude. Yeah, it's been hanging out. I went to the gym earlier, and I've been slowly increasing my weight, dude. I'm getting stronger, and I've lost like 5 pounds. So like, let's go. So you see, I'm losing weight. You know what I mean? Just chilling. American Express Platinum, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, I got American Express too. Actually, shouts. I mean, I'm not sponsored. Yeah, I don't know if it's shout out American Express, but remember when Tyler the Creator did the Chromacopia shows? One of the things they did, like an American Express, like if you have an American Express card, you can get show tickets early. So I went to the Chromacopia LA, like first ever listening in the world ever, for $5 because I had an American Express card. So that was pretty sick. But the thing I was like, the only thing I felt bad about is that they played at the Intuit Dome, so it was like an NBA stadium, and we were all like listening to the album, like a whole stadium full of people. But like, like listening to music on a stadium speaker, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, you couldn't really even hear what was going on. You barely hear the lyrics because it was all like a stadium. But it was a good time. It was definitely the best $5 I ever spent in my life, that's for sure. But as like a Tyler the Creator fan, I was like, nah, I think I would have, you know what I mean? I think it would have been more fun if they just gave us all headphones. We could all just like sit there together or something. I don't know, because I couldn't even hear the music really. Not because it was loud. It was just like, it was just like all, it was like, you know what I mean? But Gaming Sasquatch Big Man Blastoise, yeah, dude, it's a good song. Yeah, and I've seen them like play a bunch of shows now. So shouts out to, I've got their name. But it was sick too because they like not tie-dyed their hair, but like they spray painted their hair, so it was like a Pokeball on their hair. And I remember I was there with Frank Jabsey, and they were like, "Well, that's the guy who made Big Man Blastoise before it went viral." And I was like, "I never heard of it." And like a week later, like every Instagram reel I got was Big Man Blastoise, Big Man Blastoise. But Thompson says, that's so sick. Love to see the improvement. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, dude, we out here chilling, trying to get better every day. Trying to get these gains at the gym, dude. Thank you. And Simply Hideo says, not really interactions, but I went to a few famous people's homes to clean their pools last year. Oh, sick. That's dope. Most memorable one was Patti LaBelle's, and then I guess it'd be the guys at Event Horizon and Yoitoki. Oh, sick. Oh, yeah. That's what's up. What's up? Dang, Patti LaBelle's must have been super, super nice. Patti LaBelle's a legend. And not only does she sing, but she got them pies, dude. But I actually got a bunch of stories about this. Tricky Toko says, hey man, just chiming in. I listened to your recommendations you gave me. Love them all. Have an awesome night. Hey, I'm so glad to hear, dude. Thanks for taking the time to listen to them, Tricky Toko. I appreciate it. And yeah, dude. I'm so glad. Yay! You have an awesome night too. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Take it easy, Tricky Toko, or hang out if you're hanging out. But Simply Hideo, that's super sick, dog. Super, super, super random. But I remember my buddy. Should I say? I don't want to say who it is just because in case they get in trouble or something for like an NDA. But I had a buddy that I'm really good buddies with, really good buddies with. Simply Hideo says, man, she capitalized and it was good that she did. Yeah, I know. I love the Patti LaBelle pies. I remember eating them like all the time growing up. The sweet potato pies. But yeah, I don't want to say who it is just in case it's like an NDA thing or like they might get in trouble. But a really good buddy of mine in the vaporwave scene, when they moved to LA, they ended up getting a job just working for like a synth company type of thing, where like essentially what would happen is that, you know, all these like mega celebrities in LA would be like, oh, I need like a Roland whatever, and they would just rent the synth for like a week at a time. But they would have, you know, they would send people out to deliver the synth and set it up for the artist or whatever. And, you know, and it was all like older artists. Anyways, because of that, you had a buddy that met Burna Boy, that met, it was funny, I had a buddy who met P. Diddy. Like, he went inside of his house and went to the bathroom. You know what I mean? And so when all the allegations stuff came out, he was like, dude, like, I'm on video on P. Diddy's hard drive somewhere, taking a dump. And like, they were a dude, but like, yeah, it's a big deal. Oh God, yeah, exactly. We met P. Diddy, he met Lizzo, he met Kanye West, he met everybody. So they would just have so many funny stories. So I don't know, we can go in order. Burna Boy, he had like a hat that said, like, it was like a hat, you know, the company, the Glocks, like the gun, the Glock, and he had like a Glock hat. So Burna Boy is like a very like well-known like Afrobeats artist, and pretty much, oh no, I forgot whose order this was. Pretty much he like pulls up to the house and like delivers all the stuff, and like one of Burna Boy's friends is like, oh man, I like your hat, dog, it's a cool hat. You know, it's like a gun hat, so he's like, oh, that's a cool hat. That's you a G, dog, that's crazy, you got, you know what I mean, yada yada. And oh, real quick, Thompson, man, this is so sick. I like how personal the stream is. Gotta go for tonight, but I love stopping by. You have a great night. Dude, Thompson, thanks for stopping by. I'm glad to hear you liking the vibes. And yeah, dude, thanks for hanging out for a little bit. I appreciate it. And have a great night, dude. But what's it called? So he's like, oh man, I like your hat. I like your hat. You know what I mean? But you know, he just moved to LA. He didn't have like shoes on or anything. And he was like, hey man, your hat's too cool to be matching those shoes you got. Like, your shoes is wet. Your shoes is dusty, boy. So he went and just grabbed him a brand new pair of Nike Air Forces Ones and just gave them to him. And he's like, bro, put these on, dog. Ain't nobody stepping in the studio with those whack ass shoes on. It made him take off his shoes and put on Air Force Ones. Because he was like, nah, bro, if you gonna be in this room with us, you gotta have some good shoes on. So you got some free shoes from Burna Boy's crew. And then for Kanye West, he said he had to like deliver something for Kanye, and he said it's at the synth. And Kanye, after he said the synth, he was like, nah, you gotta fix that. It was at a slight angle, and he was like, nah, I don't like diagonal lines. You gotta fix that synth. So because since then I've been like, oh damn, diagonal lines. That's such a random thing to be like, I'm anti-diagonal lines. It wasn't that it was off center. He's just like, I just don't like diagonal lines. And then I guess during that same session, Toledo says, hey, you know, Forces Go is a good shoe. Yeah, no, they are. Well, actually, what's funny is I remember my dad had the same mindset, because I grew up skating all the time. So my dad would get pissed because I would go through like skate shoes, like, you know, I was skating like every single day, all day long. So I'd go through skate shoes like hella fast. And my dad was like, man, you spend all my money buying all these whack skate shoes. You know, that's why you always ripping through them, because like X, Y, and Z, like you ain't buying these good shoes. You buying all these like expensive skateboarding shoes that like don't even do nothing for your feet, X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? So my dad, I don't know how he did it, but he somehow got like Air Force Ones. But I think it was like he got them from a friend where they like fell off the truck. You know what I mean? And his friend like gave them to him for like things he was doing. My dad gave me a pair of Air Force Ones. He was like, like before I buy you any more shoes, you have to skate in these. And I was like, are you sure about that? And he was like, yeah, like I'm very sure. You need to wear these shoes going forward. I was like, okay. So I remember I ripped through them and ruined them in a single day. And my dad was just like so confused. Like, how did you ruin those Nikes in a single day? And I was like, Dad, I even had videos of me skating in them, like showing them, like, Dad, that skate shoes are meant for skateboarding. Like, that's just part, like, that's how it works. And I just remember he had like a whole, like, he like reconsidered what life was. He got me, you know what I mean? And it wasn't like I asked him for Air Force One. I felt bad about it, but I was like, this is what you wanted. You know what I mean? But I remember the whole day too skating. Everyone was like, damn, bro, you skated in the Air Force Ones? That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know you got it like that, bro. Like, all my friends were impressed. So I was cool, but you know what I mean. And I was like, damn. And I didn't even do it like I wasn't like maliciously. I just literally just skated them like normal, but they just weren't meant for skating. Anyways, I think with Kanye, what was wild though is that like, you know how like leaks happen all the time in the music industry, and they're always like, oh my god, the leakers, the leak, I can't believe they leaked it. How they must have got access to the hard drive, X1, you know what I mean? Dude, keeping it real. The same thing, the same buddy that worked with Kanye, like, I mean, I worked with them, but like, you know, delivered the synths to him and stuff. What's it called? Dude, I guess Kanye returned the laptop and it had like all of Donda on it, like a month before it was released. So we were all on a Discord call and he was just playing us like unreleased Kanye songs that like eventually went onto Donda. And I was like, dang, that's crazy that you have this, dude. Because like Kanye just gave back a rented laptop without deleting any of the files. Which is like, bro, come on. At that point, it's like you're asking for it, you know what I mean? So these music industry people don't really need you in their whole brain sometimes. But Tricky Toko, speaking of shoes, anybody remember Heelys? Dude, I super remember. I love Heelys, dude. Heelys are so sick, dude. I still want some as like an adult, dude. But yeah, man, I remember I like got super good at them. I used to like Heely all through like the grocery stores and stuff like that, and they get mad at me. Remember they banned Heelys at my school. But I'd still wear them anyways. So I was like, bro, I got these Heelys, bro. But yeah, I loved Heelys. I like remember I wanted to like learn how to like, you know how like they would show Heelys videos of people like skating the mini ramps with them? Or I guess like healing the mini ramps. Yeah, dude. Super Hide also remembers Heelys, Turkey Toko. Hell yeah. Sasquatch says, my 3-year-old skate Vans Pro model shoes are only starting to break in. Gotta love new memory foam high impact insoles for skating Vans puts in Pro model shoes now. Oh, sick. Yeah, Sasquatch, or anyone actually watching this, Sasquatch and I both skate, and I don't know if you know this hack, what's it called? Sasquatch, but this is gonna sound crazy, but go on YouTube and look up how to microwave your shoes. Like put your shoes in the microwave. I know it sounds crazy, but it's a skate hack. Whenever you get a brand new pair of shoes, if you can't break them in, or like, you know, like the breaking process sucks, dude, put them in the microwave. I think it's like for about a minute, and then what's gonna happen is the rubber's gonna get a little bit more like malleable, you know what I mean? Because like it's all mostly rubber in the sole and stuff. So you put it in the microwave for a minute, put them on your feet, it's gonna be super hot, but then walk around in it, and it'll like instantly mold the shoe to your foot without like ruining the shoe. But don't put it in for too long, your microwave will catch on fire. But like, you know, you know what I mean? But yeah. Microwave your shoes. If you ever have like new shoes that you like want to like break in fast, every new pair of shoes I buy, I microwave them. Like for real. I swear. I'm not trying to pull a fast one on you. But Simply Dale, one of those no one's gonna believe you with the buddy getting unreleased Donda. Yeah, I know, right? Well, the thing is too is that like I remember listening to it and he's like, I swear, I promise, like, you know, he showed us a bunch of the songs and he was like, and I promise you there's a song on there that's like unreleased where he's like, welcome to the sci-fi, make your choice, oxygen or Wi-Fi. He's like, it's the dumbest bar I've ever heard in my life. And then I remember seeing a clip of like the Donda release part, because I don't listen to Kanye these days, but you know what I mean? But I remember seeing a clip of the actual like release party with like Marilyn Manson and all that, and that soundbite played, and I was like, holy shit, he really had unreleased Donda, dude. You know what I mean? Because like how else would he predict that Kanye bar? It's crazy. Actually, this is gonna go. Let me do it this way just so I don't. What's it called? But Sasquatch says my 36 grit downhill vicious grip tape tears them up too, but 3 years still going strong. That's sick, dude. Yeah, grip tape is brutal, dude. Grip tape can be eating shoes alive. And for the skaters in the chat, at this point too, like especially because like mob grip tape, dude, that is just chainsaws to your shoes, dude. Like because I've had to like usually not get mob growing up because it costed money and Jessup was usually free. I kind of prefer Jessup. Super random, but like Jessup grip tape, just for those that don't know, it's like the lower quality grip tape, but it's less sticky. but I kind of prefer that now because it doesn't mess up your shoes as much, and like I'm kind of just used to that like more floaty flick feel. But Tricky Toko, bro, I had a pair. My mother got rid of them, but I want another pair. Yeah, dude. I think they don't make adult. I think Heelys went under or something, but you can, like, I've seen like Heelys knockoffs that still exist on the internet. So like, there's other companies that kind of make them now still. But yeah, dude, we both gotta get some Heelys. Just keep like the wheels in like my glove box in my car or something. Set me down, dude. Just, I don't know. And you know, it would, I don't know, it would look cool because now I think about like, would I look silly? I'm like, I mean, first of all, who cares? But second of all, my bad you're jealous that I'm getting around more efficiently. You know what I mean? I would be so focused. I'm like, bro, I'm getting around town and you're not. You over here walking like a caveman. I have technology. But Sinister, yo, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Sinister asks, is it shiny when you shower? No, nothing shines when I shower. I don't think so. I guess the soap does. But even then, I use like the Old Spice Hydro Wash.
New
Too many brand names.
from Nick.
Shouts out to Nick, dude. Thank you, Nick, if you're watching. I appreciate it. But yeah, so I don't know, nothing, I guess, but because pretty much it has like lotion in it, so like it makes you like feel more hydrated when you get out of the shower. So it's like a shampoo or like a body wash lotion combination. So even that, I guess like maybe the bubbles are shiny, like when you like lather it, but yeah, that's about it. Not too shiny. But Ramuni says, I like the Adidas that use Continental tire rubber for the outsole. I wonder those last with grip tape in play. I don't skate, so I'm brain dead on what works. Oh, I need more of those stickers. And yeah, Run Mooney, to answer your question, honestly, it might. It's more the suede, like the actual like fabric of the shoe. That's what gets messed up. The rubber and stuff tends to be okay, but unless you're saying like the shoe is entirely made of like tire, then low-key that might work actually pretty good. But I haven't seen anyone in the skate community talk about it, because I don't think I can't imagine that being comfortable though. Low-key, I'm looking for stickers. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now we got a bunch of the. And some Hideo, what? Yeah, what's it called? Sinister on YouTube asked, "Is it shiny when you shower?" That was the only context they gave me. Simple Hideo, so I had to guess what might be shiny when I'm showering, and that was my answer. And yo, NF Bej, Be. Your name is really long, but dude, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Where do I buy, dog? Oh, thanks for asking. I assume you're talking about the Monster Tape Zero, my album that you just pay the shipping on, because it's free otherwise. What's it called? So if you're on Instagram, you can go to the link in my bio under Torch2424, and like it'll, you know, my artist name is called Groovy Kaiju, so you click that link, and it should be the first link on the website it takes you to, and then yeah, you can grab it there. And then like I'm still packing orders for like another like 30-ish minutes. So yeah, dude, like if you want, you can buy it now. I'll pack it for you right now. So yeah, thanks for asking, dude. I appreciate you stopping by too. Hope you're having a good Sunday. And Sasquatch says, I honestly just shook my head in disappointment with Kanye. Yeah, dude, same here. Same here. I'm so sad. But yeah. But what was the other artist? Oh yeah. And the same buddy ended up like what's it called? Had to do something with Lizzo. And I remember at some point, like they were setting up something for Lizzo, and then Lizzo's manager was like, oh no, Lizzo can't know that you're here. Here, hide inside of her gym. Yeah, so he had to like hide inside of Lizzo's gym, and like they wouldn't let him out for like a whole hour. And at some point, he was like, dude, I gotta go. Like I'm on the clock right now. You know what I mean? So and they were like, no, you can't leave, and he just like kind of like shimmied past her and just like walked out. And Lizzo never came, to his knowledge. So yeah, so I don't know. He just has like the weirdest like working with celebrity stories, like just weird stories. Yeah, I'm trying to think of I don't know. I haven't met a celebrity in a long time. Actually, now I think about it. Well, I guess I meet them all the time, but it's all like internet people. Always meeting all these internet people. Dun, 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 dun. Or like celebrities to me, at least. You know what I mean? I even met like Actually, I know John Hill. That's someone, but they were like, I met them before they were famous. Like John Hill's one of the biggest like vlog YouTubers of all time. And they were like a skate vlogger. But we used to skate together back when they were still on Birdhouse. But again, that's still like skating, I guess. But yeah, they ended up becoming like a pretty big YouTuber. We used to skate at the same skate park together. All right. Yeah. So this is this person's whole order. We are now good to go. And Tricky Toko says, "Would you ever make a Discord server for you and your fans?" Hey, thanks for asking, dude. So actually, we did a survey for it in like the fan club, like the Kaiju club, which I have also a link to if you're not in it already on my bio, or Monster Kingdom too, either one. But yeah, so we did a survey. I sent it to everyone, and pretty much, I think it was like only 30% of people who took the survey actually use Discord servers, like on like even just a weekly basis, where they like check in on a Discord server, and then only like 10% of people in total said that they would want to join a Groovy Kaiju Discord server. So because of that, I've been streaming more, because it was kind of like Discord server or streaming, because that's like all I really have time for, and streaming kind of won because more people were more interested in streaming than the Discord server. And just in general, like 10% of people being interested, you know what I mean, it's like pretty small. And I don't know, does that make sense, Tricky Talk? I hope that's not like a bummer to hear, but like, you know, it's kind of like the reality of it. It's just like people didn't sound too interested, which doesn't mean like no, but it probably not right now, because as of right now, there doesn't seem like to be a big demand for it. And I feel like anyone that like wanted to like hang out with like the Groovy Kaiju community, usually just come to the stream. So yeah, it's working out that good that way. Thanks for asking though, I appreciate it, dog. And NF Beige, if I get the first 2 albums as well, do I get digital versions as well? I don't have a CD player. Yes, you do, dog. Thanks for asking. Yeah, you get it all comes with digital download. So as soon as you get it, it'll also send you, it'll show you on the checkout screen all like the Bandcamp codes and ways to download, and you get a separate email with all your download codes of every album you buy. It all comes with digital. I probably should specify that on the page now that I think about it. But yeah, thanks for asking, dude, and thanks for like for real being down to grab it. And this is going to Shakira, dude. Shouts out to Shakira. And Tricky Toko says, "Oh, okay, that's understandable." All right, sick, dude. Thank you. Thanks for understanding. Thanks for asking, dude. I appreciate it. Because yeah, a lot of people have individually asked, but like when I've asked, like, "Hey, look, like, I guess like the wider community, it's been like a, you know what I mean." So yeah, maybe at some point. All right. So, and we need some cardboard to fill this out. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. To add some extra padding. Dun, dun, dun. All right. And then what else did I want to bring up? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, what is up? Honestly, I've just been watching a lot of like random esoteric stuff, like Egyptian history stuff, low-key. Which is, I know, is super random, but I don't know, every once in a while I get into like these weird like YouTube rabbit holes where I just start watching like I don't know, like History Channel type of stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think like history, like esoteric history and like economics videos are my favorite things. And I think it's because like I never like took economics in high school. Like there was no economics class in my school. So because of that, I'm like, what were they teaching y'all in there? You know what I mean? I'm like, what did I miss out on? Not that I'm like bummed I didn't have economics. Like, oh, I had less school. I mean, but like at the same time though, I'm like, what were they doing? Tricky Toko says, do you watch the log documentaries too? I watch a bunch of that and space stuff. Oh, mostly just YouTube videos. Not that I'm like opposed to what's it called? Anything like that, but yeah, mostly just YouTube videos. I'm just like a YouTube guy, dude. I just be watching hella YouTube. Oh yeah, you said Shakira. But space stuff is super cool. I love watching space stuff too. I feel like random space videos have always been like my first love. That makes sense. Space is kind of goated. Like I remember when I was a kid, like the thing I wanted to be when I grew up was to be like an astronomer. I was like, first I was like, I want to be a scientist, but it was like very much like I want to be like an astronomer. But then I was like, damn, physics is crazy. Yeah. So yeah. And Rampage says, hell yeah, I get into Fall Civilizations channel, all kinds of guys' stories there, like Peru, China, for example, from 2,000 years ago. Again, I'm gonna say this slow just so when I rewatch the video on 2x speed, I'm gonna check that out. Fall Civilizations channel, Rampage, when I rewatch the VOD, I'm checking that out because I love stuff like that. Yeah, like the channel I've been watching is called Esoterica. Hey!
From MMN3 Browdy, Seth TT3.
Yo, Seth TT3, dude, thank you. I appreciate it. Is that you, NF Beige? On Instagram? If that's you, I'll pack it right now. Yeah, the one I've been watching is called Esoterica, and like it's more like they're finding like, you know, like translations of like ancient like Greek texts and stuff, and I'm like, what were they talking about back then? And like ancient philosophy and stuff like that. Which I took a philosophy course in college, actually. I thought that was pretty cool. But I don't think I learned anything from it. I just remember like having a crush on this one girl in that class. That's all I remember. And my professor was kind of cool. But yes, dog. So Chicky Choco says, yes, dog. I'm debating join the Space Force, but I don't know, bro. And also, hell yes, ancient history like China and Egypt. Joining the Space Force? I mean, that sounds kind of cool, isn't it? I mean, I don't know anything about the Space Force, but I think I heard that what the essentially they're doing is like watching out for like satellite stuff, because like, you know, like when you launch a satellite, you could see like everything happening on Earth, like even like stuff happening in like places people wouldn't want you to know stuff is happening at, if that makes sense. So I'm like, what's it called? So I guess like the Space Force would be just a lot of like monitoring satellites to make sure no satellite, you know, it's like kind of like Air Force, except like you make sure satellites are where they should be and like no one's launching like rogue satellites. That sounds kind of fun. And in fact, I knew someone who like actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to bring it up. I mean, because I know they had like a huge like government NDA, but they never actually told me anything, because they were like dead ass, like I can't tell you anything or else someone's gonna come to your house and like ask me what I told you. It was like that level of clearance. It was crazy. But anyways, and hell yes, ancient history like China and Egypt. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, ancient history is kind of sick. Like all the diseases and stuff, kind of whack. But like, imagining a life where like you could just hang out with the boys and just think about stuff, dude. That sounds dope. To be an ancient philosopher. Just crack open a couple of cold ones with the boys and think about life, dude. That's what I'm into, dog. But Rampage is cool. It talks about the peaks in any given civilization and the weird rituals and religions they used to follow. Not really weird, but you know, it's just me talking. I feel it, Rampage. Yeah, same. I'm just talking to you. We're in the same boat. But like the Aztecs and how they were viewed human sacrifice and how the Incans made enormous geometric drawings the size of fields. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, I'm super stoked to learn about that. I'm beyond stoked to learn about that. That sounds like a good old time. I would totally jam to that. Throw it on and be like, yup. But actually, real quick, if you don't mind, I'm going to the bathroom real quick. And I'm going to stream for like another 30 minutes. I'm going to pack a couple more orders on stream. But I will be right back. I'm going to have a little be right back screen. But like, I promise I'm not going anywhere. I'll be back in like, what's it called? Like 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Tricky Toko. Hell yes, buy the pack of beer. We all share it. Pass it down. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I'll be right back in like 1 minute. Alright, we're back. I should go to the bathroom. I just realized I was talking hella loud. Oh, oops, my bad. I was talking hella loud because I had noise canceling on my headphones, so I was just like, yeah, so. You know, when you can't hear yourself talking through your headphones, you just start screaming because your like brain is trying to like hear yourself talking because it's like confused. All right, sick. Gotta do more CD orders. Oh yeah, so we were talking about ancient philosophy stuff. Yeah, so I watched one on I watched all kinds of stuff. Like I don't know, Esoterica, it's very much like a very academic channel where like the guy like I think just works in like Latin translation projects or something. But like I watched one on like the philosophy of like witchcraft, which I know is kind of like sketchy. But I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? What were they talking about back then? And another one I watched was how medieval incantations worked. I was like, oh shit, Wingardium Leviosa, let's go, dude. You know what I mean? What were they talking about back then? So it was kind of fun. Okay, I got my CDs right there. Yeah, bro, I don't know. I kind of weird to admit, but I kind of like learning, dude. Learning's kind of underrated. No, I feel like that. But I remember when he says, "I'm a big YouTube guy, but I mainly watch DJ sets and wrestling highlights." Yeah, dude, that's a pretty sick, like, YouTube watch history. DJ sets are pretty. Yeah, honestly, when I find a good DJ set, dude, it's like gold. Like, I have like a whole like notepad of like my favorite DJ sets of all time, and then like whenever I like go hang out with friends or something, and like, you know, I have a friend that's like, I don't know, like I have some friends that, like, you know, the same, my gym buddy, like, you know, they like music, they're a musical guy, but they're not like, you know, they're not like bout it music. You know what I mean? So because of that, like whenever I go to the house to do a thing, I'm like, oh bro, like here's the DJ set you put on, because like I'm like, you know, always like giving them some stuff here like that. But real quick, NF Bedge on Instagram says, yo, I just bought them, but I'm having trouble accessing them. NF Bedge, were you I guess first of all, I know it's gonna be hard because you're on Instagram, but were you Seth TT3? If you were, dude, thank you so much first of all. Or were you Nick? Either way though, I appreciate you, but what's the issue with it? Are you having trouble like just getting like a download of the actual albums? If anything too, you can go to your email and you should have them, but it should say what's it called? You go to your Gmail, it should say Oceanfront Online download, and it should pop up like when you search your email. It should give you all the download links. And like worst case scenario, I know you just bought them, so you're probably like, bro, what? But you go and send me an email too, and I could just give you like a direct Google Drive link, NFBej, if you'd like. I have my email in my bio if that works. But yeah, I'd be surprised if it's not working. I guess I could see if I can just pull up someone's order real quick. I could pull up this person's order and then pretend. Will this one give it to me? I don't think so. No, this one won't. More action, view order status page. Let's see. Yeah, my bad. I'm debugging for NFBej real quick. Cole. What's up, Cole? It's good to see you. Holy shit, it's my favorite streamer, Groovy Kaiju. Hey, dude, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oh, it did pull up. Okay. But yeah, good to see you, Cole. Yeah, I'm helping NFBEJ on Instagram with some download stuff. But yeah, if it means anything, because I like own the website NFBEJ, I just went on someone's order confirmation page and I was able to use the download link perfectly fine. If it helps too, maybe go to the order confirmation and just, you know, I mean, when you view the order, it should pop up. I don't know. I could see it on my end. Yeah, I'll try one more. Call me My Night. Okay, my bad, My Night. But yeah, My Night. I think it's working. I don't know. Or send me an email again, and I could definitely get it fixed for you, like right after we're done streaming in like 20-25 minutes. But yeah, I just tried 2 different order status pages, and it seems to be working just fine for like 2 separate people. But yeah, let me know, My Night. I'm sorry. But all right, my bad, Tricky Toko. So, history of witchcraft sounds super interesting. Blair Witch and Salem witch trials, tons of crazy stuff. Exactly, yeah. That's what I was watching. I was like, well, you know, what was going on? Well, what was happening back then? What was so wild? So yeah, I watched that. But I'll be honest, I watched like half of it, because after a while, like, it got too academic where they were like, oh, well, you see, like, because of like this Latin translation thing here. I'm like, okay, yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know what's going on at that point. But I don't know. They're pretty good. Like there's some they drop bangers every once in a while. But I do feel like it's like more like a. I feel like I'm like listening to a college professor, which I think they actually are a college professor. If you ever watched that channel. But and Ramuni agrees. Yeah, dude, you gotta what's it called? Have a couple DJ sets that you find on YouTube ready for the kickbacks and ready for every vibe, so that way you're chilling, which I 100% agree with. And Cole, my bad, I'm just getting back to you, Cole. I was like trying to help out my night real quick, but Cole says, "Hell yeah, keep it up, brother. Your music is fire." Thank you, Cole. I appreciate you, dog. Like for real, I appreciate it, Cole. Thanks for stopping by, dude. And thanks for the kind words. I'm glad to hear my music's fire. You know, we out here just chilling and stuff. So, yeah. I just love music, man. This is a good old time. I'm just super thankful that everybody likes it. Not everybody, but you know, I mean, people. You know, a lot of people do like it. Ooh, that sugar is sweet. Ooh, that sugar is sweet. Also, what was like hella funny is when I filmed the live set for the Shaw Monsters New Game Plus. I was like, I had like this same mic for like the intro, because I usually use like an actual mic for like the intro of the video, but this time I was like, you know, I have this mic, and it would be so much easier. But I just kept it on while I was playing the set. And you know, I like to sing my own songs when I'm playing them, but like watching back the video without the audio behind it, it was so cringy, dude. I was like cringing at myself, and I was like, it was like half cringy, but also like half adorable. I want to give him one more sticker. I feel like I give out a lot of. I give one of these. Like candy raining over me. But yeah, so I watched all that. Have y'all heard of Hot Takes? It's like a vaporwave artist interview show, kinda. It's hella good. My buddy Isaac runs. That's another person I need to have come on the stream sometime. Isaac is like low-key kind of goated music person, who also like is an amazing DJ. And yeah, they run like an interview show, and I think it'd be sick to have them on here, and we could just all talk to Isaac, get their amazing takes on music. And they have like quite a like history with like Killwave and all kinds of like, I don't know, they've been around. They've been around the block when it comes to music scenes and stuff like that. So they got a lot of really fun stories. Some sugar on me. Lay some sugar on me. Ooh, that sugar is sweet. Yeah, that was really cool. Of course, Sonic Rumble again with Godzilla. I was like, hell yeah, we eating good right now. Now, I think my night got it figured out, hopefully. If you did my night, let me know, dude. I want to help you while we're streaming, if I can. But they haven't responded in a little bit. Cool, I got that. Candy raining over me. Cool, got that. It's all good to go. Oh, and also like alchemy too. Like I love like watching videos about like what were they thinking about alchemy back in the day? Like why did they think they could like transform metals and stuff? And now that we know, like, you know, the periodic table, it's like, bro, unless you smashing atoms, ain't nothing becoming gold. You know what I mean? Unless you like fundamentally change the atoms. So it's like cool to hear like, you know, like all the different experiments they were doing and stuff like that back in like the ancient times to like try to like transform like rocks into gold and everything. Dun, dun, dun. All right, sick. And Skyer says, I mean, technically that could be considered a form of alchemy. Yeah, like physics and stuff, like smashing atoms. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was like. The point I was trying to make is like, you know, back in the day, they felt like if they like, you know, did just the right amount of like incantations and all this different stuff that like they could, you know, because like it was kind of like, if you really think about it, it was kind of like Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, we're like, bro, if I just mine my alchemy, turn this rock into a gold. Because yeah, I don't know. The parallel I'm trying to make is that like, you know, nowadays we're like, because the goal was like, yo, if I can make regular rocks into gold, I'd be a billionaire overnight. It was kind of like, bro, if I like bought this Bitcoin, I'm gonna be a billionaire overnight. You know what I mean? So it's been all throughout history, people trying to get rich quick. But yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make is that like, you know, the only way you could actually transform one rock into another rock is like by fundamentally changing like the atomic structure. Because like, you know, gold is an element in the periodic table. And Skyer says, kind of like how a robot assembling a car could technically be considered a golem, just trade the paper with written instructions with a motherboard and code. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're on the same page, Skyer. Or, well, actually, you know what? Maybe I should rewatch the video on alchemy, because I thought alchemy this whole time. I mean, you know, maybe I misunderstood. No, I get what you're saying, Skyer, but like, did alchemy also include like animation of things? Because I always thought alchemy was just like, you know, trying to change the elements, like specifically change elements. And Skyer says magic is just science ahead of its time. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think I forgot who said it, but I was like, I remember like hearing back in like college, some guy was like, magic is just technology you don't understand. So I was like, oh wow, bars. Because like if you think about it, like in Breath of the Wild, like Zelda had a magical tablet, but really it was like, bro, it was just an iPad. It was just a really cool iPad. You know what I mean? So like if we were to go back in time, they'd be like, yo, what is your magical tablet? I'm like, bro, it's just an iPad. You know what I mean? Show your phone to a Victorian child. Exactly, dude. They'd be like, what the heck?
New merch order from Luca.
Hey, thank you, Luca. If you're watching, I appreciate you, dog. Let's go, Luca. Holy, it's an iPad, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. I wrote what you said first. Red Mooney said, holy, it's an iPad, isn't it? Showing it to the Victorian child, and the Victorian child looks to his friend and goes, you think they got games on it? Hell yeah, we got games on our iPad, Red Mooney. That's comedy. You got any games on your phone? Maybe some Temple Run, dude. That would be very of the time, for sure. Some Temple Run would be like on the nose, it'd be comedy. But like, imagine Skyrim. You show him Skyrim. He'd be like, what the heck? It's just like real life. Oh, and okay. Oh, you said call me My Knight. Yeah, My Knight, you got it? Cool. Thank you, My Knight. I appreciate you taking the time to let me know. Hey, I'm glad it worked out, dude. But yeah, if you, I think you, yeah, I wanna ask and dox you. I don't know how to put your name together to the orders that have come in My Knight. But if you want me to pack it on stream, because I'm probably gonna stop streaming in like 10-ish minutes. But the Rough Patch, hey! What's up, Rough Patch? Thanks for the goat emoji. Dog, thanks for I was saying the other stream, Rough Patch, what's it called? Thanks for sharing my song on your story. I really appreciate it. I'm glad to hear that you liked it and you like wanted to share it. And you know, I mean, it meant a lot, dude. Thank you. I hope you've been doing good, Rough Patch. But yeah, and my night, yeah, I'll just do this order real quick, just in case it is yours, just so you have like, oh, okay, dude. Well, now that I know it's you, sick. I'll print it out right now. Dude, my night, thank you so much for the extra support, dog. Like, you gave me a ton of extra support. I'm going to absolutely load up this for you, dog. I'm about to load it up. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. Like, for real, my night, for real, thank you. For real, thank you. And I'm glad to hear you got it all okay. But yeah, I gotta print this out for James real quick. Unfulfilled. It's gonna be... Is it James? It is James, right? Yes. It was James. But Rough Patch says, your grid is insane. Sick. Oh, my grind. He said grid. How do you keep a healthy balance of all the promo, packing, and making music? Rough Patch, you want to know the truth? You want to know the truth, Rough Patch? The truth is you don't. You just, grind don't stop. Like Adam Killer says, how you afraid of the grind? You know, this guy. Grind don't stop, bro. You can't be afraid of the grind. No, but for real, yeah. I mean, I guess it's kind of been playing catch up. It's been like a non-stop work ethic since like, I want to say, I mean, it's always been a non-stop work ethic, but like with music stuff, it's been non-stop since like 2020. I'm not gonna lie to you. It wasn't until recently that like it kind of caught up to me a little bit. So now I've been spending more time like going on walks every day and stuff like that. But I'm at the position where like I set everything up so I could like live off of savings, and I've been like, you know, doing all kinds of like questionable moves to make things work. You know what I mean? So I'm really like all the way in to like essentially buy back my own time as much as I can. Rough Patch, but it, you know what I mean? Like you I don't know. At some point, I don't know, hit me up, dude. We could talk about it sometime. But yeah, thanks. I know we're local to each other, but yeah, dude, it's a whole thing. But I don't know. Usually, the warning I give people though is that like I am the exact opposite artist you want to talk to most of the time, because I am like the most brutal. Like, how bad do you really want it? I'm like the football coach when it comes to like doing art as like as a business. And not that I'm like mean to people, but you know, I mean, I'll be asking like hard questions. But yeah, man. But yeah, thanks for asking, dude. But yeah, I guess the way I'm keeping healthy balance though really is just like a lot of like taking time to like go on walks every day and I don't know, hang out with friends every once in a while. But it really is like, you know, you also got to build a lot of systems, dude. Like a lot of systems. Thank you, James. And then I got you next, My Night. We'll do that, and then I think we'll call the stream after we pack My Night's order, because they're super kind and they're awesome. But Rough Patch says, I just always want to work on something new, but I can't balance everything, so I burn out quick. Yeah, dude, this is an interesting question, because I'll be honest, instinctively, I want to be like, you know what I mean? This is where my football coach advice comes in. It's like a lot of like, I don't know, a lot of art stuff, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you, is about having the ability to, when you don't want to do the same thing over and over, is just absolutely forcing yourself to get through it. Because like, you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know what I mean? I don't know, you know, we're living the dream. You know what I mean? So sometimes you gotta like, you know what I mean? You gotta someone has to get it done. And at some point, you would hopefully get to a point where you can have a team around you to do the parts that like maybe aren't your favorite. But while you're starting up, dude, like if you want to, I mean, it depends on what you want in the music. but if you want, in my opinion, if you want like full-time music, like you have to, you know what I mean? It's kind of part of the game. That being said though, you can build systems in which you can do more fun stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, for example, on Christmas, I'm not trying to like put you onto this, but like, yeah, anyone watching, but I've been telling, like, for example, like Simply Hideo, Skyer, they know, like in my fan club thing, I'm releasing like a whole 5-song EP as like a holiday gift. Like I wanted to give to people who've been supporting and stuff like that. And honestly, that was so much fun. It was so fun to just make something for fun, no strings attached. But I know it means a lot to the people on the other end of it. You know what I mean? Because it's like generally making like a handmade gift for someone that you gave for Christmas. You know what I mean? So you try to find stuff like that. You know what I mean? To do in the music process, and you can find fun ways to do that. Whether it be with like, you know, maybe your single release process or something like that. Maybe you really like making like cover art or something. But at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean? Like you try to slip in little fun things here and there, but at the end of the day, like you have to be able to like build systems which are like repeatable processes for you. And you know what I mean? Maybe it is a bit of like finding like how to make that part of the process more fun. Does that make sense? Like for example, like a single release, I have a specific checklist I do every single time for every single release I do all the time. And just make sure those things that you're committing to, you actually know you can do over and over and over again for years and not like burn yourself out. And if it does burn you out, then like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe either A, hire someone or get help from someone that could do those things for you, or B, you know, try to maybe don't do it, or try to find a way to like reward yourself. Like for example, what's something that I do in my single release process that I'm like, oh hell yeah, I can't wait to do this part. Honestly, I like them in the fan club video. So whenever I make a new song, I always film like a video for it to like explain to the story, like specifically for people only in the fan club, and that's a lot of fun. I like that part of the process a lot. So kind of like, even though I do all like this stuff that I don't necessarily like enjoy doing that part makes up for the part that like I didn't like. So it's kind of like a recharge system, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling. I hope that helps, real fetch. In my night, I got you, dog. I'm giving my night an extra keychain to say thank you. I'm gonna give you a gabillion stickers, my night. Yeah, my night. I don't want to like say too much, but they supported a ton, dude. So I'm trying to hook them up for real. I'll give you a whole second thing. And Tricky Toko asks, okay, wait, would you accept fan art or artwork? Oh, thanks for asking, dude. Yeah, if you don't mind, Tricky Toko. So here's my speaking of like hiring people. Low-key, I don't have the budget right now to hire people. But I know you're just asking to like, yo, like if I could just, you know, make any kind of fan art. I'm like, if you ever make something on Instagram or something, you post it, like feel free to tag me. I'm so super down to like repost and stuff if it's like fan art or anything. But in terms of like, for like releasing like a single with like art and stuff on it, what I've mostly told people is I'm gonna like use your art and my own work. I want to be able to pay you for it, even if it was just like a little bit. But right now, bro, I'm down bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. But what's it called? So because of that, if you want though, send me an email, Tricky Toko. It's in my Instagram bio if you don't mind. And pretty much I have like a list of like people that I've offered in the past that I like literally maintain for the day that I have money to be like, yo, look, like, all right, y'all, we about to go win together. You know what I mean? So if you're interested in that, feel free to send me an email. I'll add you to that list. So the day that we do have money, I can hit you up, dog. And I hope that's cool, Tricky Toko. But yeah. But Ramuni says add a tricky PO box openings on stream would be so cool. Okay, sick. Yeah, I have a PO box and everything, so I don't know. I could add that again when I rewatch the VOD. I'm talking to future me. I'll add that to my ideas for the live stream. Thank you, Renmooney. I appreciate it. And Tricky Toko says, yes, I got you. All right, thank you, Tricky Toko. I appreciate it, dog. I'm gonna be stoked. Yeah. And Sasquatch says you have to stick with being creative and not burn out. Sometimes you have to relax and take days off too, though. Yeah. 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 I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I do agree Sasquatch, but I don't know, maybe this is, you know, maybe I'll regret future me is gonna be like, bro, why were you saying this? But taking days off is important, but you know, I mean, it's I don't want to. I just wish someone would have told me how hard this would have been. Like honestly, this whole music thing, like doing it like we are right now, literally is the hardest thing I've done in my entire life. I'm not like hands down, and like. Not to like be all weird, and maybe these aren't like actual things to be proud of, but like I used to work for Google, man. You know what I mean? I like went through college. I got into like one of the most prestigious companies of all time to get into. Like I remember when they like our orientation, they were like, more people apply to Google every year than like Harvard, like by a large margin, and like you were selected. You know what I mean? So like, and that took like 4 years of like blood, sweat, and tears working open source and stuff like that. And this music stuff is easily like twice as hard. So I do think it's important to take days off and stuff like that, but at the same time, like, if you want it, dude, if you want it, you kind of have to, you know what I mean? Like this, I would not recommend this for most people. I'm not even trying to like be into my own, sniff my own farts or anything, but like, yeah. But I love it. I genuinely love it. I'm super thankful, but at the same time, it's like, this is all insane. You gotta be broken to want this, like really want it. But that being said, my night, here's what I'm giving you, dog. I appreciate the extra support. I'm giving you an extra keychain. I'm giving you a gabillion, like literally so many stickers. Like it's like a whole thick thing of stickers if you could see it that well. And I'm gonna write you a little note right now, right, my night, and I appreciate it. But yeah, dude, thank you, my night. Thanks for grabbing something on stream, dude, for real. But yeah, and I'll throw in some pins for you too. I'll throw in a pin for you. Here we go. Boom. And I'll give you these pins too. My night. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. But you're a real one, my night. Thank you, dude. You're the real one, dude. Like for real. Like I really, again, I super appreciate it. And again, my bad, you're having issues getting like the downloads working at first. Yeah, Doug, but literally it's the least I could do. Again, I don't want to like share too much information, but you know, but I don't know, it means a lot, dog. Like for real. Like this is like, I don't know, I feel like this is the least that I could do. Just because I'm like, you know what I mean? It just means a lot, dude, for real. I'm talking all this right now of like how hard doing music is and stuff, and like the fact that people like you might not are like down to like, yo man, like I got you, is like, can't even put it to words, man. Really can't even put it to words. I'm not just saying that to play up the camera, like, I don't know. Again, find anybody in my life. I mean, like, I don't know, Rough Patch and I will probably hang out at some point, and Rough Patch will tell you. Like, oh no, actually. And if you're still watching Rough Patch too, a lot of this too is, if it helps too, I mean, not only do you have to, I don't know if Rough Patch is still watching, not only do they do this for you, but they do it for other people. So like the days sometimes where I'm like, man, I'm burnt out, or not like burnt out. I don't really get burnt out like that. But like on the days where I'm like, I really don't want to do this thing, I do sometimes what keeps me going is like the fact that I know people are like actually stoked on it, like waiting for it. You know what I mean? Like if you're still watching Rough Patch, like those SP404 videos, I'm trying to see them, dog. So if there's ever a day of like, oh man, like, I don't know, I'm not feeling it, which is like, you know, take your break, but like, you know, I don't know, sometimes what keeps me going is the fact that I'm like, yo, they're gonna be stoked. Like I got people that actually like want to see this, so like I gotta do it for them, you know what I mean? And Roses, you made it back! Yay, I'm glad to hear. Thanks for making it back, Roses. Yeah, I'll probably stream after I'm done with this last order. I'm probably gonna call it, but yeah, how was hanging out, Roses? Anything new with you before we probably stop in like, you know, for like 10-15 minutes. No, I said 10 earlier, but then my night was like, yo bro, I got you, and I was like, oh shit. All right, cool. I'm gonna put some bubble wrap in this for you, my night, and I think we're good. Yo, Gavin, dude. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, Gavin. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Actually, I gotta write a note for my night. But Rosa says, I was hanging out with some online friends, the ones I met with my weird interests. Hey, I feel that, yeah. I love hanging out with friends with the same weird interests as me. Like, for real, for real. Like, for example, I was hanging out with a new part last night, and their partner is also really into Tamagotchis. So, like, every time we hang out, I'm like, yo, like, how are your V-Pets doing? So I'm glad to hear you got to do that too, Roses. And my night, thank you, bro. I cannot wait. I'm so stoked. Yeah, dude, I got you. Thank you again, my night, for real. Let me sure I spell it right too. You typed it in the chat. Okay, cool. Scroll back down. And Rosa says, oh, cool, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like super, like, I don't know. I feel like virtual pets are like kind of niche. Like, I don't meet many people that like are into them. But I know they're like trending for a little bit because I know like, a K-pop star was like carrying one on their keys for a little bit, and everyone was like, oh, I gotta get the, like the new V-Pack because some K-pop star had it. Yeah, my bad. I'm writing a message, but I don't want to say it out loud, so it's a fun surprise for my night, even though they're watching right now. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. The stream. Yeah, cool. And oh, Sasquatch says, my black cat Badly is so cute. I love my little void. Black cats bring good luck. They are super chill like orange cats. I'm so glad that you brought up black cats, Sasquatch. I have two black cats. Their names are Dio and Donut, and I 100% agree. I think orange cats, though, I think they're the most silly. I love black cats because I feel like they're the perfect balance of like chill and silly. Where they aren't like, I feel like gray cats and stuff tend to be like very like grumpy cat, like they just kind of hang out all day. Whereas black cats, like, you know how they know when to be silly, and like sometimes they do a little too much. You know what I mean? But orange cats I feel like are just peak like jumping off the walls. But I don't know. I feel like I've had like just, you know, wild experiences with orange cats. But also, I don't want to be like cat furist, if that's the thing. You know what I mean? I want to be like, I don't like those cats in particular. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, orange cats are cool though. It's not that I don't like them. Anyways, hell yeah, Sasquatch. But my night, don't thank me, man. It's the least I can do. Just keep making music and I'll keep listening, dude. I'm so glad to hear. Thank you, dog. For real, for real. I definitely got a lot of music I'm making. I'm working on Monster Tape 1, dude, and I'm so stoked for that. Yeah, Monster Tape 1's gonna bang. And then we had like the Straw Monsters reboot coming out in a little bit, so I'm hyped for that too. But Rosa says, my bro had one at some point apparently, but I'm not aware of its popularity. I just know Japan still likes them over the more variety. Yeah, that's cool. Your brother had a virtual pet too. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's one of my like weird interests. Cause I don't know many people that like, you know, actively are like, yo, like, do you see the new Tamagotchi that just dropped? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like one of the few people that I know do that, but I want to, you know what I mean? That's cool. Your brother had one too. Simply Hideo, real quick. Ironically, all cats are beautiful. Hell yeah. With the song call out, thank you. Especially because I'm like talk shit. All cats are beautiful except orange cats. No, I'm kidding. But what's it called? Tricky Toko Black Cats. I have one and her name is Midnight. Oh, dude, that's so cool. That's adorable. Yeah, Midnight's a super cute cat name. I love that. And Sasquatch says, only problem with lights off is I have to watch out so I don't trip on him. He's invisible in the dark. No, I've had that all happen all the time, Sasquatch. Because I have 2 black cats, so like sometimes in the middle of the night, I don't know if they could see in the dark or not, but like, yeah, sometimes I'll like go and like, you know, change the air conditioner because it gets hot. It's Arizona. So in the middle of the night, sometimes it'll get hotter when you wake up. So I'll like wake up at like 3 in the morning, like, you know, it's hot at night. So I'm like trying to turn on that AC. Then I'm just like walking around, like kick one of them. And they're like, meow. And I'm like, bro, I can't see you. You know what I mean? Like, don't get mad at me. I'm sorry. But Rosa says, oh, black cats are amazing. My friend has one named Applesauce. Yo, that's such a good name for a cat. Holy shit, dude. Rosa, did you have a second? Please tell your friend they are killing it with the cat names. That's such a good cat name. I thought I kind of did good with Donut. Because I named her after like the J Dilla album Donuts. But Donut's just a funny name for a cat. But Applesauce is amazing. And My Night says, my grandma gave me a stuffed black cat named Midnight. Oh, that's cool. Hey, we got 2 Midnights. Aw. And Sasquatch says, my online friends, we play Helldivers 2 and Borderlands together. Nice. Yeah, I was playing a little bit of Helldivers 2 for a little bit, but kind of got burnt out on games. That was like the last game I was like actually playing with friends. It was like only for like about a couple weeks, and then I was like, you know what? I kind of need to go on some walks and stuff. And Tricky Toko, yes, equal love to cats. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let me stop all those cat slander. Yeah, I love cats. I even saw on Instagram reel that apparently like what's it called? The thing that solved the Black Plague was cats, dude. Because like, you know, the Black Plague back in like the Europe times was because you know, all the rats and stuff had like the one bacteria disease. So, you know, they figured out like, bro, if we just get a bunch of cats, there you go. That gets rid of the problem. So the cats eventually like saved humanity, or I guess saved Europe from the Black Plague. So shouts out to cats, dude. Oh yeah, and My Night, not Midnight, but My Night. I put a ton of bubble wrap, and there's like 3 pieces of cardboard, so like it's gonna stay super, super safe. Or at least it should. Yeah, I'll even do this to make sure. So yeah, so this should say like beyond safe in transit for you, My Night. But if anything happens, just send me an email. I know USPS sometimes will be like, why don't we just RKO this package real quick? But I found this works really well for keeping things safe. Hey, thank you, Roses. Tricky Toko says, I want to take another stray in my neighborhood, but she's a crazy cat, but so sweet. Oh yeah. Yeah, cats can get territorial. Like sometimes they'll like start trying to fight. So I don't blame you, dog. Yeah, I don't know. This is a weird recurring dream I have. Oh, Rose says hydrate. I'll hydrate right now. Oh, I forgot to put. Stop. I gotta grab another one of these. But yeah, let me hydrate for Roses. Too much is going on. I got tea. Thank you, Roses. Helps my stomach. But a weird recurring dream I have, dude, is like I always have a dream that like my cats, like, you know, I'll just like go outside, like it'll be like in my living room or something, I'll be hanging out, and then I'll go and look and I'm like, wait a minute, you aren't my cat, and like my cats will come out and like they'll be like essentially like a 3rd or 4th cat hanging out with my cats, and I'm like, bro, no, you might have fleas or something, like get away from my cats, and I'm having to like chase it out. So I'm like, dude, you're not supposed to be here. And the cat's like, huh? And my cats are like, I didn't know he wasn't supposed to be here. Like they're all like hanging out. And I'm like, no, dude, you can't just invite people over. What are you guys doing? So yeah, I have that dream like maybe like once a month of like my cats just like randomly getting jumbled up with a bunch of other black cats. And I have to like find who my cats are. And eventually like I can tell, but it's just like, I don't know. It's a weird recurring dream. I don't know what it means. I think about it, I'm like, that's the only dream I'm like, what does that mean, dude? But Rose says, I will and I agree, sick. And Mooney says, I love going on Pet Finder and looking at unconventional cat names like Nachos Bel Grande. That's a good one. I like that one a lot. And Joel says, yo, what's up, Joel? Dude, thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you. Joel says, I went to Monster Tape Live and so happens you are live right now. Hey, that's what's up, dude. Well, first, thanks for checking out the live set of Monster Tape Zero, dude. I appreciate you checking it out. And yeah, dude, we're live. We're just hanging out, packing orders. We might stop in a little bit though, just because, you know, I mean, I'm getting hungry, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm getting kind of hungry. But yeah. But I appreciate you stopping by, Joel. And yeah, you know, we'll probably, I don't know. I keep saying 15 minutes, like 30 minutes ago. So maybe 15 more minutes for real. I'll do like a couple more orders. And then I'll go eat some food. I'm gonna eat my Costco tamales. Actually, I kind of want more food than that. I'm not gonna lie. But Sasquatch says he's frightened me before. Like, well, Sasquatch's cat has frightened me before because it was the middle of the night and he just appeared. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like what's scarier is like when you, I literally forgot to put this in twice. Are you kidding me? I just wasted 2 of these. I'm sorry, my night. It's taking me forever to pack your order. I keep trying to read chat and I keep getting distracted. But yeah, what's scary to me, Sasquatch, is like when, you know, like you don't know they're there and then all of a sudden you just hear, ow! What the heck? Where are you? You're like a ghost cat. In fact, you know what? This keeps happening my night because I probably should just put it in an actual box. I just put it in this box because that'll be even safer. And Skyr says just 15 more minutes, 2 hours later. 2 hours later. It's okay, Lowell. Take your time, homie. All right, thank you, dog. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know it's no rush. I mean, like I'm gonna drop it off tomorrow. And, like you saw it happen. It's just, I think the universe was trying to be like, yo, dog, like, put it in a box. So that's why I kept getting a little distracted. Because that way, there's less possible things that could happen. Like they could RKO this and it should be safer in theory. But I feel like with the mini, I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, no one's ever complained about something coming broken in one of the boxes. I don't know, either way, I got you, dog. I mean, you've seen it go down. You've seen all the goodies. You've seen everything. Oh yeah. Cool. Oh, I almost forgot again. Are you kidding? Dude, why? What is happening to my brain right now, dude? There you go. This is hilarious. All right, I need tape. Time goes by. Yeah, I'm stoked. This is gonna be the first physical I release in January. Is gonna be for this song, "Feelings for You." Takes my breath away, and I just. Speaking of vapor K-pop, this is like a very K-pop inspired song. I was listening to like hella New Jeans when I was making this. Well, like it was around the time when I was making this. I was listening to hella New Jeans. I still kind of am, dude. Like every once in a while, like a New Jeans song will come on, and I'm like, how did I miss this? Like, how did I not like this when it, you know, first dropped? I really like Ditto now, like ooh. My Night says, where is it dropping? Oh, all on Spotify. So it'll be like on January 2nd, I think it'll be on Spotify. And New Jeans Fire. I'm really into aespa. I've actually tried to get an aespa. I listened to them a little bit because like they did an event in PUBG for aespa, but I just never took the time to like really dig into them. But I'll give them another shot. Cause yeah, I've heard a lot about aespa, but I just never like I've maybe only listened to like 1 or 2 songs. But if you like New Jeans, you like my stuff, I'm probably gonna love aespa. So hell yeah, dude. Thank you, My Night. It does. Sasquatch says, I keep having the dream of just having a successful career in a house in the woods with a bunch of older cars and animals. My dreams are cool but simple. I like that dream a lot, dude. That sounds super sick. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had like a success dream. You know what's I think about? I have a lot of dreams of my friends being super successful. Like I remember once I had a dream that my friend Data Girl, she like also makes music. I had a dream she was the president once, and I went to the White House and she was like, yep, I'm president. And I was like, yo, let's go. I was like, congrats. And she was like, thanks. It was hella cool. But yeah, I've had dreams of my friends being successful. What's another one I had? Yeah, like I'll have dreams that my friends have kids and they have me over to like meet their kids or something. Like stuff like that. But I don't know if you meant like real dreams, Sasquatch, or if you meant like your actual like dream of life. My dream of life, I think, you know, as much as I'm making a joke about like grind every day, take no days off. I mean, I kind of am living the dream. I kind of felt that way today. Like I went to the gym at like 2 o'clock. And like nobody was there, and I was like, hell yeah, living the dream. You know what I mean? And this is kind of living the dream. Like, we all get to just hang out. So I don't know. There's moments of like, damn, this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. There's other moments that are like, damn, this is the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. It's like both completely opposing feelings at the same time. Rosa says, lol, I've had odd dreams before like that. A recent one I got too real. I thought it actually happened until I remembered it. I've had it happen too, where I like genuinely thought, what's it called? I like a dream actually happened to me. And like, I even like talked to that friend about it and they were like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh, that must've been a dream then. Holy shit. I've had the exact same thing happen, Roses. That's funny. And then, I mean, you can't see it either way, but there you go. I don't know if I'm allowed to. Oh, but no, you said it in the chat already. Okay, cool. Now, wait, here's your order. And yeah, I'll drop this off at the post office for you tomorrow, dude. Thank you, My Night. I appreciate it for real, for real. So yeah, and then Sasquatch says I have to schedule that Nights into Dreams Christmas stream so more people can watch. I'm just not sure what time and day because honestly, Groovy, you would dig the music. It's super banger soundtrack. The vibe is impeccable of Nights into Christmas Dreams. Yeah, dude. What's it called? Time and day to do it on Christmas? I don't know. I don't even know, like, cause that's a hard one because every time not that I've like genuinely ever really tried to do something on Christmas, but even for like the holiday EP I'm dropping, like to send out to the fan club, the Kaiju Club in the Monster Kingdom, that's I'm doing it like early in the morning because I don't expect people to like take the time to like listen to it all at once on Christmas because I know people are usually doing family stuff. But yeah, for holidays it's usually pretty hard. If I were you, I would say like earlier in the day, Sasquatch, like maybe around like 2 p.m. Pacific, in my opinion. Or maybe more than that. I would probably do like noon Pacific, actually. because you want to catch people in between like lunch and dinner, because that's when like the kids are like, not, you know, just kids, but sometimes even adults are just like sitting there kind of like, you know, listening to family talk or just like kind of hanging out on their phones for a little bit. That's probably your best bet, if I had to guess. But my night sounds like a very rewarding life. Thank you for the jams, dude. Thank you again for the support. And yeah, it's rewarding, but I mean, it's, I don't know, it's 50-50, because as much as I'm like, it is nice to go to the gym at 2 o'clock, but like, I don't know, it's yeah, I'm definitely working 24/7. So it's rewarding, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It is like you have to be a certain kind of person. That's the best way I can describe it. Like I know a lot of people that are friends of mine that are artists that I don't think would like to live what I'm doing. You know what I mean? For lack of better words. Not even to be like, I'm so cool, but like I just genuinely think you have to be, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I have like other friends I wouldn't want to like do what they're doing. I have like some friends that like tour all the time. And like I am down to go tour, but like, you know, that's like all they do. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to live like on the road forever. You know what I mean? So, but I also know some friends that like wouldn't want to like sit here and pack orders. You know what I mean? But I'm like, yo, I'm gonna hang out. So like it works for me. Or I know some friends that like wouldn't want to like do all the merch stuff I'm doing, because this is like, you know what I mean, look at this room, dude. This is all merch. Just, you know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It is rewarding, but it's definitely like rewarding to a certain kind of person. That's what I'm trying to say. My night. And not even to like, you know, again, not to be weird, but like keep it real. But anyways, Sasquatch says kind of both. I've had the dream sleeping, but it's also my dream just to be successful and self-employed, have a family. I feel it, yeah. Sick. I mean, hell yeah, dude. My night. Yo, I forgot you had merch. Well, I mean, I know, I get the joke. Yeah. But yeah, and Sasquatch says, I think positive dreams come from the soul and subconscious mind, maybe. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think we all like have like dreams for stuff and like stuff we want to get to. You know what I mean? Might have to cop. Yeah. Thank you again, dude. I appreciate you copping already. That's funny. But yeah, no, I feel you, Sasquatch. Yeah, definitely. I know you're streaming and stuff. Like, you know, you gotta keep going for it. And I think a lot of it is like, yeah. What am I trying to say here? Is it like something you're like seriously pursuing, Sasquatch, or is it like more of like a dream that you're like, hell yeah, maybe someday? If that makes sense. Actually, refresh. I love this song. What's funny is I kind of realized this is like a trippy thing. I realized about Groovy Kaiju, all of my top songs are about body movement or neighborhood. Like I know it's really random, but they're either about like characters who are like athletic or neighborhoods. If that makes any sense. It's like, yeah, okay, here we go. This is like a theme that's just weird, but like all my top Groovy Kaiju songs are either neighborhoods, characters who are athletic, like, you know, like Sonic the Hedgehog runs, Barbossa is like, you know, a very athletic warrior person, or they're about cars. I guess Alien Party technically, but that's still like, that's, you know, dancing's like an athletic activity. Like I don't have any songs that are like, oh, my girlfriend or something, you know what I mean? It's all like, I was thinking about that one day. But the neighborhoods one is really weird. That one like really trips me up. Cause like, isn't it? I don't know. Cause the songs are Kerning City, which is a neighborhood in a video game. Shinjuku is a neighborhood in Japan. Barcelona is a neighborhood. I mean, it's a city, but it's still like a neighborhood. And the East Ocean Boulevard is like a neighborhood in Long Beach. And those are like 4 of my top 10 songs on Spotify. And like, I wasn't like intentional. I just made those songs about those things, and like those are the songs that tend to do the best out of like the 100 Groovy Kaiju songs that exist. You know what I mean? So I'm like, what does this mean? I'll start googling like neighborhoods and be like, we're making a song about Capitol Hill in Seattle or something. I don't know, about this specific neighborhood in Portland. But Sasquatch says Christmas Eve I've had streams 59 people for. Oh, sick, dude. Well then, yeah, you don't need my advice. That's dope. Yeah, my bad. I know you weren't saying that like out of like a, you know, I know you were saying it from like a, I you know, just for the context. But yeah, dude, that's sick. When did you ask though? No, I don't know. I tend to do unsolicited advice. I'm pretty bad at that. Like sometimes I'll have friends that'll be like, yeah, man, like you know, I love like cooking, and they'll be like, bro, you got to buy a Ninja Cream Meat right now. And they're like, what? And I'm like, I just said I like cooking. I'm like, no, you don't understand. You got to do this right. I'm really bad with unsolicited advice. I gotta like chill on that low key. But anyways, Sasquatch also says I was actually playing Tokyo Extreme Racer on Christmas Eve in the past streaming. Oh, dude, Tokyo Extreme Racer is so sick. I love like the way they made the game look. Like I love how they did all like the light effects on the cars. Oh, dude, it's so dope. But okay, we got. Yeah, this all looks right. And then sick. Dun, dun. Yeah, I think we got like 5 orders while we were streaming, or like 6 orders while we were streaming. Let's go. All right, yeah, but I'll print these out. Okay, and it's been about like, yeah, I think we're all chilling. I mean, I might as well. I'm always streaming. But Sasquatch says, I think a little bit of both because I'm trying hard but also having fun. Okay, yeah. I mean, you can have a little bit of both. If I could ask you this, Sasquatch, when you do like the games and stuff, are you thinking in terms of like what you want to play or what you think people want to see? Because I know we've talked about this on stream a couple times, but I do think like a lot of like doing creative stuff, or like, I don't know, like being self-employed in general, like even if you're like a programmer, like you kind of have to like learn programming languages that like, you know, you can get, that people want you to write in. You know what I mean? But I don't know, even as a creative or like a person like doing games and stuff, I do think there is like a balance you need to find between like what you want to play and like what people want to watch. And like with music, I feel like that's similar too. But the beautiful part is once you like find that like Venn diagram of like what you want to play and what people want to watch, eventually you'll find more people that just match what you want to play, if that makes sense. It's like a slow, like, you know, it's kind of like you get the snowball rolling, and once the snowball's rolling, then it's like, okay, you're good. You can kind of like go into whatever you want to do after that. But yeah, doing streaming stuff is like hard to come up in based on like videos I've watched. Cool, that's that. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And Rosa says, personally, I think doing what you want with creative and streaming is important because you can also find people with common interests or find what you do unique to stick around. Yeah, Rose, we're always on the same page. I appreciate that, Rose. I always appreciate how we're like thinking the same stuff. But yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but you said it better. Low-key. But yeah, the idea would be like, you know, you do what you want, but you know, do that little like in between.
From MMN3
dude, Seth, thank you.
TT3.
I appreciate you, dude. I'll pack that for you right now too, man. Dude, I appreciate you, my knight. I appreciate you, dude. You're too kind, dude. Yeah, my bad. I'm also trying to organize this, and now I'm all like flattered. I'm like, oh. And Simply Hideo says, of course there'll be games who would want to see, but you should definitely find that audience that wants to watch what you want to play. Yeah, we're all on the same page. Roses and Simply Hideo. If I'm understanding correctly. Yeah, it's like a Venn diagram kind of thing. Okay, that's that. That's that. That's that. That's that. Cool. Oh. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Don't forget to eat, Tricky Toko. Thank you, dude. Oh, I know, Tricky Toko. I gotta eat, dude. But no, it's fine. We could do My Night's Order real quick, just because, you know, we're already here. And My Night, yes, I can totally send over that to you real quick. Oh no, I think I lost my place of what I was doing. That's okay. This goes here. Boom. 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 Appreciate you, dog. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, let me figure this out for My Night. But Sasquatch says, I'm just hoping that I can actually get people watching. Oh my god, I'm just hoping I can actually get people watching. A lot of people now have no attention span. They only stay for a minute, literally. Oh yeah. I mean, that's kind of like the challenge of a lot of this. Oh. I appreciate you, My Night. But yes, let's see what we got going on here for your orders. Your email is awesome. But let me check. Oh, this is trying to find this. And Sasquatch, oh my god, Sasquatch says the new Tokyo Extreme Racer is coming Xbox and PS5 in February. Sick. Yeah, I'm stoked. I'll have to check it out when it drops. But yeah, for the attention span thing too. Oh, this is gonna be. I have to do all kinds of stuff for you. My night, my bad. Let me make sure these are the same. Yeah, I wish Shopify made it so that what's it called? Shopify made it so that like you could edit your own address. But they don't let you like do that for some reason. Okay, now we gotta figure out how we're gonna get to yeah. Mine, I covered my email when my letter with my brothers when I was like 12. That's sick, dude. And then well, Instagram, let me watch my own live to get your name. Oh man, we're on a mission right now. NFBEJ TJR. Okay, I found it. And then Oxy, can you let me know if you got that DM just now, My Night, before I send that over? Just in case it's not you, I don't want to just blast your address to the wrong Instagram account. Okay, you did? Okay, cool. And then let me know if those are the two addresses I have. And I got you. Hey. But Chicky Toko said don't forget to eat. I will a little bit after you pack this last order for real. And My Night says, I appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you too, dude. And yeah, my bad, mine. I have like a auto send thing. Okay, cool. Yay. Awesome. And my bad. I have an auto DM thing, but this was easier because we're live, Lamau. Yeah, I'm sure some of y'all know that I have like an autoresponder thing on my DMs. So, what's it called? My Night replied and they just instantly did that. But Ron Mooney says, I know you're about to send stream soon, so I'm going to check out for the night. Real sleepy. Have a good one. See y'all in the next stream. Dude, Ron Mooney, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. And yeah, pretty soon. I'm just going to pack this last order. So, yeah, dude. See you in the next stream, dude. Take it easy. And Sasquatch says the Krabby Patty meal at Burger King is fire, by the way. The bun is dyed yellow with turmeric-based dye. That's hilarious. I love that. And honestly, dude, let me see if I could just use, because it's the same. It's the same. What I think I'm gonna do, my night that I think would be easier is I'm just gonna open this up and then like reprint the label, and then I'll stick it in here. That way it's all in one box. Because I could send it in 2 separate boxes, but I've done that before, and sometimes it can be, you know, the USPS would be a little goofy about it. So I want you to do you like that. But let me catch up on chat. My bad. Yeah, no worries, Run Mooney, on all the typos that are still here. And sit with there. Rosa say goodnight to Run Mooney. I know, Run Mooney's so cool, dude. He was hanging out. And my night says perfect. Cool, dude. I am glad. Oh no, I'm at a. But Roses hydrate. Thank you, Roses. Yeah, I keep forgetting to drink water. Oh my! Oh, I almost ruined everything. And Super Hideo with the Group of the Galaxy emotes. Yeah, dude. Honestly, I love this song. Like, let me tell you, there's nothing like rapping this song at the top of my lungs at like 2 a.m. while I'm driving home from something, like a show or something. I don't know. Roses scared me there. I know. Yeah, my bad, Roses. But Sasquatch says, I guess as a 90s kid, I just have more attention span. I watched the entire Terminator and only paused it once for a bathroom break. Yeah, dude. Print packing slips. I gotta go back over here. Yeah, same. Yeah, I think it's. Yeah. I mean, attention span stuff is like kind of scary. Because, like, yeah, I mean, you would hope that people can pay attention for longer. But I don't know. I think it's just how the internet is. Because, like, to your point about movies, like, I don't know. I think Gen Z goes to movies, right? I think they do. Oh, I thought I printed that. Well, there's so much going on. We're doing all kinds of order stuff. Because, I mean, like, the reason why I'm sorry. I said that with so little context. But the thing about a movie is that, like, you like pay to buy a ticket and you have to sit down and watch it for multiple hours. Like, I don't know, like my like girlfriend's cousins, like, we all went to watch the Minecraft movie and they were locked in for that for 2 hours, you know what I mean? I think it's just like the social media algorithms like really incentivize that algorithm, like the attention span thing. Otherwise, like, you know what I mean? Like, they aren't like really yeah. I think it's more like the algorithm's fault, for lack of better words. Like Instagram, YouTube, is the way that they're designed is like meant to like incentivize people having like no attention span. If that makes any sense at all. I guess I'll just leave that like that and just get you another thing. If that means anything, Sasquatch. Because yeah, when you tell the kids 6'7" skibbity, oh, they're locked in, dude. You know what I mean? But Rosa says, I only struggle to see long movies on my own over getting interrupted, but a theater is different and everything else. I feel that, yeah. I don't think we need this anymore. And Sasquatch says, night and stay groovy. Dude, good night, Sasquatch. Thanks for chilling, dude. I appreciate you stopping by as always. And if I have a second during Christmas, dude, I'll try to stop by your stream. I think I subscribed because I remember I checked out some of your skateboarding videos on your channel. So yeah, dude, I'll try and stop by. Boom, 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 boom. And my night. I know you just ordered. I mean, yeah. I'm giving you the whole set, dog, including the ones you already ordered. So, enjoy all the pins, dude. Again, I appreciate all the extra support you sent in your first order. Like, for real, for real. And yeah. If you're still here, my night. But yeah, I got you on all the pins, dog. Oh my god. Gotta put this inside of a little bag. A little baggie. That's good enough. And my night says, oh man, you're so chill, you have to do that, man. Nah, dude. I mean, it's for real, like the least I could do for all the support. Like for real, dude, I really appreciate it. That's because you just pulled up and you're like, yo, I'm trying to pull up and just support. And I was like, damn, thank you. So yeah, it's the least I could do. All right, cool. But is there anything else I want to bring up? I don't know. I'm so hungry. My brain's starting to turn off. Oh, I already have one of these, duh. What am I about to eat? Yeah, I'm debating if I want to eat, what's it called? I just made a bunch of chicken. I know it's so random, but yeah, I'm debating if I want to eat that or if I want to go ahead and do the tamales that I have. The greatest question of all time. But I know I've already gotten canceled on stream for eating not homemade tamales. No, I'm just making a joke. I'm making a joke. Nobody, yeah. No one was that against me eating Costco tamales. But they're surprisingly good, dude. And Rosa says tamales, they're still nice. I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, they're surprisingly good. Like, I said it earlier when I was just trying to make a joke, but I forgot who I was talking this about. It might have been, no, it wasn't Skyer, but it might have been someone. I think it was someone that comes like every other stream or something. I don't know, I forgot. If you're watching right now and I forgot, I'm so sorry. But what's it called? But yeah, I remember someone was like, oh, get those Costco tamales. How dare you, Groovy? You know, or like someone's stream. Which is very fair. Like, you definitely don't want to eat like the off-the-shelf frozen tamales. But yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know. They're just surprisingly good. But Simply Hideo, you're saying you gotta do tamales since they were mentioned? And My Night agrees. Tamales sound good? All right, cool. I guess we're doing tamales then. I'm super hyped to microwave those right now. Oh, sick. Cool. And there we go. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Minot, I got you. And Sasquatch says, Immortal Stone Pacific Rift on the PS3, one of the racing teams is named 6-7. Oh, I didn't know that. Dude, I'm gonna send it to my buddy. His son is super into 6-7. I'll be like, I might just screenshot it real quick. Be like, you ever own a PS3? But Rosa says, yay! Yeah, tamales are super dang. And what's cool is the ones I bought, they have like 12 grams of protein. They're not bad. And I might eat a whole pint of my ice cream. A whole pint. Because it's good. I even calculated it is about like 400 calories, but I think that the amount of protein in it is like kind of crazy. You're kind of just eating frozen protein, which I'm like, hell yeah. About to be like, ugh. Oh, Rose says, did you see their video of Grinch response to a kid saying 6'7"? It was funny. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite videos of the year. Was him, the kid going like 6'7", and the Grinch like 8'9". The kid's like it was like a flashbang. They're like, huh? You could do that? You know what I mean? And one of his friends was like, actually, that was pretty cool. You know what I mean? The kid, like, one of his friends is like super impressed. Yeah, I'm hyped. I need to watch The Grinch. The Grinch is super good. 8'9". Also, what was the day? I can also tell y'all. We talked to Data Girl and 3D Blast, and it looks like they're gonna be on the stream with us on the 30th. So yeah, if y'all are free on the 30th, I mean, we're gonna stream between then, but just letting y'all, I know Roses really like the 3D Blast stream, and I was Simply Deo. Oh, Simply Deo, do you know about Data Girl's music? Are you a Data Girl fan? But yeah, they're gonna be on stream on 30th. And Funkhauser's back, yo, what up? So we can hear 3D Blast and Data Girl just make fun of each other nonstop. Is it Deo? Yes. All right, cool, dude. I'm glad that you know what's it called? Know about Data Girl's music. Have you heard Destination Spa, dude? Because I know she has her stuff on Spotify, but dude, her like old Bandcamp stuff, like Destination Spa, is bonkers good, dude. Like people, I mean, but you've been in the scene for a minute, so you probably know. But and Funkhauser, that'll be sick, dude. Yeah. And Rosa is stoked. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. All right, and I think Marcus fulfilled. My bad, y'all. I'm also doing like all this crazy like Shopify fulfillment combination of stuff. You know what I mean? Oh wow, my iPad's about to die. Well, good thing we're gonna stop streaming right now. But oh my god. And Roses, is that the one that's supposed to happen eventually? Yeah, exactly. That was the one. I like finally made the group chat with all three of us, and I was like, all right, when are we all free? And because one thing I'm gonna be like grilling Data Girl on is for work, she actually makes video music for video games, like sound effects and stuff. So like she's done like a bunch of like work. I don't know if she's allowed to talk about it, but she's done a bunch of work for like League of Legends and stuff like that in the past. So I want to like, you know, pretty much talk to both of them about like their experiences, like both like super sick musicians and like, you know what I mean, actually working in the video games industry. All right, My Knight, you saw it live, My Knight, if you're still here, but this is your order with both your orders in one box. Thank you so much for the support, dude. For real. It means a lot. And yeah. But cool, let's today's guest. I forgot the name. No, it's okay. It's Newport. So yeah, my bad, Rosies. What happened is that I hung out with them last night, but I forgot to mention today to them. So yeah, that one's gonna happen eventually again, just because I literally hung out with them last night and like we were just having so much fun. I forgot to even ask them, hey, are you free tomorrow? You know what I mean? Like I've asked them already and they said yeah. I think I even told them like we should do it today, but I think we both forgot. That's on me, Roses, my bad. But yeah, Newport's gonna do the VR one. Like I'll have them in the corner like doing VR stuff. So we can all talk to Newport while they're in VR. But yeah, all right, cool. Let me start putting stuff away, and then I think we'll call it after I get everything put away that I don't have to put it away anyways. My iPad's dying. I mean, plus I know it's getting late on the East Coast. I was like 3 hours only, and like here we are at like 4 hours as usual. Okay, let's simply today go to sleep for work tomorrow. all the East Coast homies. They're like, Groovy, no, I'm sleepy. I'm eepy, bro. All right, cool. So I think I could turn the printer off, turn off the scale. And yeah. Yeah. My nights, one over there. Yeah, dude. Thanks again, man. I appreciate it. I know it's like super late. You pulled up and you're like, bro, I got you. Yeah, it's about to be 1. Exactly. Yeah, dude. My bad, y'all. I'm always doing some stuff. I appreciate y'all coming through and supporting though, and just like hanging out. I mean, it's not even supporting. It's really just hanging out. You know what I mean? I mean, my night's like helping out. You know, and supporting. But I'm trying to say, like, roses, but y'all are always here. I just appreciate y'all hanging out. Sasquatch. I know Sasquatch already left, but you know. But yeah. But with that being said, you get what I'm trying to say. I don't know. You know, I'm always just rambling. I have a million tabs open. Let me clean up my computer. My brain is running like off of fumes right now. All right, cool. I think we should call it there. So yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all chilling. If you were lurking the whole time and you're like, you didn't pack my order, dude, I'm gonna be up until at least 4 o'clock with the order spread. I remember somebody today, I'll say this once. We still have all these. So I'm literally gonna be going forever. So if you're lurking and you're like, bro, I think we got, like, keeping it real with y'all, like about like 36 in the past like 48 hours. So, which I'm super thankful for, but with love. Yeah, with love. Yeah. So yeah, if you're watching the VOD, I'm gonna do it after this, and if not, you can come by on Tuesday and yell at me. We'll do it then. But I'll probably do it before. You know what I'm trying to say. And then my night, if you're still watching, I'm dropping all these that are already packed up. They're going to the post office tomorrow, so it'll be on the way tomorrow. And Rosa says, "Good night. Enjoy the tamales. Take care, everyone." Exactly. Good night. Take care, everyone. And I will enjoy these tamales. I'm so excited. I'm about to make them right now. Feed my cats, eat some tamales, and then get back to work. We're not afraid of the grind. I love that guy. Anyways, take it easy, y'all. And yeah, later, Funkhauser. Later, Skyer. Later, Simply Adele. Later, Roses. Later, My Night. Later, Rampage, dude. And hey, Rampage gonna get some tamales too. Let's go. But yeah, take it easy, y'all. I appreciate you. And yeah, have a wonderful night as well, My Night. Take it easy. You didn't mean My Night. It's funny. But take it easy, My Night. And good night, you guys. See you in the next one. A with the Disco Holic. All right, everybody, take it easy.